Very good afternoon and welcome to elimination number 2. It's the Devils taking on North Ballarat here at Darley Park. Sunny skies overhead. A windy day, quite similar to yesterday. And I'm joined for the call this afternoon by 3BA Sammy Young. Welcome, Sammy.
Thanks, Todd. Good to be on and good to be back on Red Orange Streams in season 2024. And I'm really excited, of course, in this one to see if, I guess, the big inclusions that North Ballarat are about to bring to the table can be a fruitful their result.
Yes, of course, North Ballarat won the toss. If you've just joined us, and they will kick to the right of screen. Of course, yesterday, all of the 16 goals kicked in the senior game were kicked to the right of screen. So Darley will be forced to chase the game and come home with the breeze. But they will start warm favourites, Sammy.
Yeah, you'd have to say, obviously, with the way that, compared these two sides finished in season 2024. And look, for the Devils, any chance to get off to a good start against the Breeze, they'll be looking to their main man in Brett Bueller to get some drive against the Breeze, because he's probably one of their players in the competition to be able to kick into this 4 or 5 goal Breeze that gets that penetration inside forward 50.
Dan Jordan acknowledging the impact of the Breeze already, moving Billy Myers behind the ball. Noted forward, expecting to play most of the game. On to the right of screen, essentially.
Yeah, he'll just camp himself there all day with no 666, I'd say, Toddy.
So 2 of the big men to go head-to-head in the ruck, McCullum and Hobie to get play underway here. Mad Monday for the loser. Tap one there by Hobie, got it towards half forward. Andy has a party trying to impact the contest. His smother was good, gathered by Spiteri. Dribbling ball inside 50, right the pursuant. The big man couldn't gather, went to ground. Now he's in trouble. Umpire says, I'll have it, and there'll be a ball up.
Yeah, perfect start for the Devils into the Breeze, Toddy, getting it inside forward 50 as they try to absorb a bit of the oxygen and start things here in the opening minutes at Darley Park. Mind down by McCullum. We'll be saying that a lot this afternoon as the big fella does get his own clearance but dumps it to his opposition number, and Hovey, just the attacking side centre wing on the broadcast side here at Darley Park in the beautiful sunshine. Hovey looks to go long into the pocket. Look, the Breeze catch that one already. McCullum in the way, brings it to the ground, waiting for the crumbs. Right foot snap across the body from Azapati as it just floats with the Breeze, and no score is registered, and out of bounds it goes. 25 metres out.
As we saw yesterday, all minutes, seconds even, spent in your front half into this Breeze, priceless. Opening minute, no score as yet. Solid crowd in attendance this afternoon. There's the throw-in. Tap one by McCullum. Right on cue on the back of your call there, Sammy. Denham with the hurry kick. Darley can raffle this through right, but he's bailed up. Umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go the way of Driscoll. And North Ballarat can absorb some of that early pressure.
So the Roosters look to transition through Troon on the outside. Long left foot kick towards centre wing. Brought to ground in the contest, and in the end, a stoppage might be a good result for North, just to absorb some pressure, but Ward emerged with it. Looked for Denham. Getting in the way to break things up was Nash. And as I said, they do get that stoppage, as Darley have just arrived at the elimination final. A little bit more pressure around the cold face at the moment, Toddy.
Indeed. It's a territory game this afternoon. Tap one by Hobie. Arts and Adam Azapati released the ball. Umpires picked, or let it go. I thought put whistle in mouth, but called play on. Hobie, his hand pass only went as far as Riley Polkinghorn. Back into the side today. White kept his feet. Ward lost his. High up and under kick from Arts. Got it to half forward. Going to fly there was Duncan Cadman. Missed body and ball. Tough conditions. Ward took his time and pinged by the umpire. So the first forward 50 entry for North Ballarat beckons on the back of this Quinlan entry.
So Quinlan, 65 from goal, with a strong Breeze at his back. Points to the square. I think you imagine this is just going to be set up for the high flyers, as that's what he does. A long kick inside forward 50. Matty Brett, well, he just saw it from 3 or 4 teams, said, that's my ball, and takes the mark inside defence 50. A high ball towards the outer side. Should find Wright, who's got a bit of separation on the lead. And the kick towards centre wing towards Johnson's good. Now, he has no one to aim further afield, as he was the furthest player, and as he waits for the cavalry to arrive into the attacking half, Johnson gets his first clean possession of the afternoon. True centre wing on the outside. Pulls the kick in more central direction. Big fly top by Wright, who made his way down to the contest. Clearing kick there come from Bronwyn Lynch, the acting skipper. Numbers behind the footy favour the Devils. Lahure, right foot pass towards the outer side. Put his teammate under a little bit of untoward pressure. Darley on a chain of hand passes get the kick from Azapati, but did he step over the line? Yes, he did. We'll get a boundary throw in, Toddy.
One of many boundary throws we expect to endure this afternoon on the outer side of the ground. So the Breeze essentially from pocket to pocket, favouring the right of screen. Boundary throw in. fair dinkum, you'd be in trouble wearing a toupee this afternoon. That's how strong the breeze is. Polkinghorn at ground level went the soccer to the advantage of White, who couldn't gather, but he kept it in front of him. Finally, he was knocked off the footy by Crawford. Kick across the body, endeavours to keep it in play. Did Hovey, went to ground, turnover opportunity. They'll get it back through White. Right foot kick. Oh, Brett did well to keep it in front of him. The gather was clean and the vision was better. Got it to Lahure, who fired the ball out to the defensive side. And the kick was terrific and found Joel Cadman.
Cadman, a measured pass down the line, was looking for Bewley, and that's out on the full. Costly turnover into the breeze. You've got to be assured by foot. And trying to get Brett Bewley into the contest there was Cadman, but he just overcooked it. The opportunity for North Ballarat to go into attack. As they start their approach with a long raking kick, it will just be a shallow entry inside 50. Big fly on top by Quinlan, trying to crash the pack and bring it down to ground, but the mark is taken by the Devils as they're able to hold it up inside their own defensive 50.
Billy Myers with ball in hand, an all-important early touch. And a beautiful kick of the footy. Well, I'm often a decent tee on the golf, hitting off the tee, and I tend to hit them out of bounds, and Myers is obliged and belted this one out of bounds on the full, so it's going to come back as quick as it came out. So the right foot towards the attacking 50 for North Ballarat. Quinlan at the back, read it best, but couldn't hang on to the mark. Ground ball. Umpires picked out a free kick. It's going to go the way of the Devils, and it's Crawford with ball in hand, who'll exit for the Devils with a high up and under kick. Big fellas fly. McCullum too strong. Played on. Went by hand to Carey. Hurried right foot kick. Freeman at the back. Could impact the contest. Oh, getting out the back. Here's a chance for Nash. Dribbling ball. And they're on the board, North Ballarat. They get the first with the breeze. And it took the best part of 5.5 minutes to register the first major of the afternoon on elimination final day here at Darley Park.
Yeah, lovely finish with the outside of the boot there by Ned Nash, number 27 for the season, and he's, well, new role across the half-forward line. Was able to just dribble that one through nicely, but already some worrying signs I feel with North Ballarat's entries, Todd. I just feel like, Freeman's been caught at the back a number of times, and the likes of Brett and Myers have got to the front intercept mark. So I think it's important that the big fella, the focal point inside forward 50, gets to the front of the packs. I mean, that one slipped at the back, but it's not going to happen against this great defence of the Devils all too much. It's back with the contest. Hovey with the tap again. Clearance will go the way of the Roosters towards half forward. Nash, last goal kicker, has a second chance to gather. Centre wing on the broadcast side. Hand pass in the direction there of Palmer. He got a case of the fumbles and stolen away by Baker. Left foot kick will go down the line towards centre wing. In front was right, but it was fisted away. The crumbs was good by Azapati, trying to find Spiteri. Carey mops things up. Back across half back today. Finds Palmer. Now to Polkinghorn. Right foot kick towards half forward. Well played there by Darley and thereby Forcer getting across and didn't complete the mark, but interrupted enough to see it out of bounds.
Yeah, Dan Jordan will be happy with that. And a couple of touches early for Riley Polkinghorn. His first game in 10 weeks and 1 day. Of course, doing that ankle injury against East Point. Boundary throw in McCullum with the tap. Hopeful rather than anything else. Doing the sharking was Lamb. Right foot kick to the danger spot. Juggling there was Myers. Couldn't hang on to the mark. They're under the pump. Matty Brett was bowled up there by Freeman. And there'll be a ball up some 15 metres out from the North Ballarat goal. They lead 6. Darley, no score.
Got to watch McCallum with these forward stoppages. Likes to take him out of the ruck and sometimes impact the score sheet. Elected at the tap this time in the direction of White, but he couldn't quite gather as we get another ball up, 25 from goal. Pretty much right at the top of the goal square region here, right of screen. McCallum takes it out of the ruck. As I said, flying shot on goal is near side. He was listening in the box, but couldn't get between the big six, the fella, and say minor score 1-1-7. The Roosters move to.
Nearly the call of the day in the opening 8 minutes. It would have taken a better one and a good one to surpass that call there. Sammy with the look out for the McCullum grab out of the ruck and shot on goal here. So right on cue. So it'll be Brett Bewley who'll bring the ball back into play for the Devils. So they've absorbed the best part of 8 minutes. They've coughed up the 1 goal in what we anticipate with a decent amount of weight possession and efficiency. It's probably a 4 or 5 goal breeze. So Bewley with that all too familiar, beautiful left foot kick. Gets it beyond half-back. You'd think he was kicking with the breeze. Such was the nature of the kick. Gardner rode the tackle, went back by hand to Spiteri, who provided the support. Hand pass over the top to Johnson. His kick ricocheted off Carey. Gone out of bounds. Darley wanting on the full, but it was above the knee. The right call made. There'll be a throw in out of side centre wing.
It was mothered by Isaac Carey. Mentioned in the build-up to their last entry, across half-back today with a couple of midfielders to come back in, a more accustomed role. Man, he's been super for Brendan McCartney in season 2024. Arguably their leader and their best and fairest. Been in McCartney's best 10 times throughout season 2024 has Isaac Carey, a real progression player. As we get back underway on true centre wing, pretty much virtually opposite from our broadcast position here at Darley Park, Baker streams away from the contest. On his non-preferred side, manufactures a kick down the line just to gain territory more than anything. Ball ricochets back in the corridor towards Gardner. Clever by hand, gets it inboard, but slight fumble might create a problem here for the Devils. Inglis dragged without it. Deering gave it off. Right foot kick from White will go inside forward 50 and camping himself behind the footy. Billy Myers takes another intercept grab inside his own defence.
So Billy Myers will go defensive side, outer side of the ground, beyond a half-back. Bewley goes the spoil, got a fist on the footy, be quite happy to see it over the line for a boundary throw-in. And just chatting off air before the opening bounce, Sammy, there was a tip that there'd be a number of boundary throw-ins around that scoreboard area today, given the nature of the breeze.
Yeah, I think the only person who will get more touches than Brett Bewley today is that boundary umpire. So back underway, taking the ruck again by McCallum as he dumps it inside forward 50. Nash in front, almost completed the mark. Probably had a fair decent chunk of it. Crawford's dived on top of it and is gone. So a lucky reprieve for just not hatching it in and not trying to get that footy out. Nash, well, he's a beautiful kick. He can line for his second.
Well, I thought Crawford had every reason to count himself a little unlucky there, but prior to that, I thought Nash was unlucky not to get a push. Even though it was soft, it was there.
So Ned Nash, defender turned forward. One already to start the afternoon. 45-degree angle, shoot right on the paint. Distance won't be a problem with the breeze. Opens up a little bit, gets the kick under the way. Right foot kick looks pretty good off the boot as it bends back for his second.
And just looking at those goalposts swaying in the breeze, you would have almost been excused for thinking it hit the post. But the nature of this gusty breeze, the goalposts are getting a workout. So that's an all-important second goal for North Ballarat off that trusty boot of Ned Nash. He has both their goals this afternoon. So, yep, they've had pretty much the entire ball in their front half in the last 6 or 7 minutes after the Devils started well.
Yes, and well, with the amount of players that were brought back into the side for this one in the elimination final, the all-important start is what they were after. A couple of goals to Nash. Just Hovey again doing well at the centre clearance to knock it forward. Look away hand pass by Darley's in the as-a-party direction, but B's to honeypot sort of stuff there. Ball will be locked up by Arts coming off centre wing, and a bit of push and shove continues. High contact picked up against as-a-party. It's going to get away of Bromley Lynch. So a little bit of undisciplined play, which will bring a bit of annoyance to the Darley coach's box as centre wing, Arts goes for a run. Just a measured pass finds Sparkman. Spent some time in the VFL program of Footscray in season 2024. As Sparkman will go long and high with the entry towards half forward, Deering the natural tall target. Gets out the back, Deering tries to knock it forward. Darley happy to see the line through Cadman. And Faulkner's seen in there in the tackle by Inglis. So just outside forward, 50, about 60 from goal here, Toddy. And an opportunity for North Ballarat to lock it in their attacking half.
Yeah, I think 4 goals will be par with the breeze. To use a golf vernacular, anything short will be a bogey. And you can work out any result the other way. There's the throw. And it got right to the corner of half forward for North Ballarat. Didn't favour either ruckman. And a grand ball swarm of players. The ball up. True half forward broadcast side for North Ballarat. Who have the only 2 goals of the game and continue to the trend of goal scoring to the right of screen over the weekend as Bewley onto that left boot was well judged there by Fawcett. Gee, the fundamentals you seemingly take for granted in this game, they make it look easier than what it is. Now here's a chance for Inglis who gathered, got it towards Baker. Now he went to the hot spot. Gardner nearly kept his feet though. He's elusive and he's got some speed. Kick across the body to the top of the goal square. And it's Wright who's taken a mark, and he could buck the trend of 0 goals kicked to the left of screen for the weekend. But we've seen some sitters missed, mind you. I'll tell you what, Wright would Fettingham have to fall over to miss this one.
Yeah, great play by Gardner. There wasn't a little sidestep to get around to his natural right side from Jenkins, and yeah, he should pop this through from top of the goal square, Toddy.
Right, straight through the middle, and the Devils get one back. And they're within 7 points here at Darley Park. And be fair to say, not in its true form, but one goal's pretty much worth two into the breeze, Sammy.
No, you're certainly right, Todd. I'm just being interested in watching how North Ballarat set behind the footy in this term already. Isaac Carey's been the one that's been able to generate looses the extra spare with Myers going behind, and he's been coming up to the contest as that extra midfielder. So they're trying to really get on top in the middle with Cam McCallum from the boundary. I guess they're anticipating a lot of stoppages and dominance in that factor, but I wouldn't mind if they went to generate that spare a little bit differently, maybe just to plug the gap, because what happened there was Darley actually got transition from Fawcett and from a slow play and scored. So I think they need to probably generate that spare as more of a defensive option to just keep and hem the footy in their half.
Indeed, I agree with you. I also think that, in the event of that spare, granted, you'd arguably want one of your better kickers to be that player. Sparkman could provide that. He's a noted intercept and long kick.
I guess the thing is with Sparkman, his form's been so good that he's inside the midfield for this bounce. So we'll go again with McCallum against Johnson, this time winning it decisively, but Johnson able to get the ricochet with the kick. Bromley Lynch will come away with it, right foot pass. We'll go high towards the half-forward region.
Down the ground.
Yeah, just hit late. And it actually will put Faulkner in scoring range, you would think, with the breeze at his back. And he is a good striker of the footy. Don't be underestimated by his talents. He'll shoot from 50, unless he wants to go with the short pass. But he's got this. It's not beyond him, Max Faulkner. He's a
nice kick.
Played a lot of footy behind the ball for Brendan McCartney. He does a lot of the kick-outs as well. So one of the designated kickers. Faulkner, rifle kicks off the outside of the boot as I build him up and send it out in the full. Thanks, Maxie.
Classic.
This wasn't a worry, though.
Concerning, though, for Dan Jordan. While the intent is, and the purpose is right from the Devils, that's their third undisciplined free kick given away in the opening 15 minutes. And, with goals at a premium, given the nature of this windy afternoon, they want to put a stop to that. There's the kick out of defence, was penetrating towards half-back. McCallum, the big fella, he's bailed up, holding up by adjudicate. He'll ping him for holding the ball. So an opportunity for the Devils. If they maintain that consistency, albeit hot, I'm happy with it. And it'll be Mitch Ward. He'll, with ball in hand. Joel Cadman wants the handball, but not sure whether there's much to gain there. So he'll go defensive side with a trying drop punt in the right direction. Had it knocked away from him by Cockrell, only as far as Bewley. Dribbling ball along the ground off the right boot. Gained about 8 or 9 metres free side. There'll be a boundary throw-in on half forward, outer side of the ground for the Devils.
I've been very impressed with the Smalls, the start here for the Devils, getting at the crumbs at all the packs. The likes of Spiteri and Inglis just, hovering around at the feet of the flies from the likes of Johnston and Wright. Shallow throw will favour the big fella and McCallum, as Lamb's kick will go high towards centre wing. Bewley forced to try and mark, couldn't quite do so, and the hurry kick there by North Ballarat regained territory towards half forward, and getting back was Brett, couldn't complete the mark. Opportunity for Quinlan at ground level, and he took him on, and they've been consistent and hot in that whistle already, Toddy. A little moment, a little sidestep, and gone, holding the footy. Free kick, Matty Brett on the defensive side, half back.
Crucial to the Devils' fortunes in this final series is Matty Brett. 17 minutes gone opening term. North Ballarat lead by 7 points. And, you wrap up another one, Sammy, and they don't let you down. They just bang another one out of bounds on the full.
I think I might need to go home, Toddy. Not having a good day with the calls, but inside the kick there was a good one to find Bromley Lynch for North Ballarat. And the attacking side's the broadcast side. They can transition over here, but might be forced to go long and down the line here for the Roosters. Will fall just inside 50 at the back. Maloney brought it to the ground. Opportunity at ground level there for Darley to clear. Opportunity there was for Brodie Ward. And he had the tightrope of the boundary line to contend with him. Was probably happy enough just to get it out of bounds in that situation, Todd, as they can lock it inside their defence.
Brodie Ward, yep, he's one of 4 sets of brothers out there. And when I say 4 sets, I don't mean FAWCETT. Work that out. Boundary throw-in, opportunity. Shark there by Bromley Lynch with a high up and under kick. And he has a party with strong overhead, couldn't hang on to the mark. Troon led with the head. How will the umpire adjudicate? Right call. There'll be a ball up 45 metres out from the North Ballarat goal.
So North Ballarat with a chance, and they need to utilise their advantage inside forward 50 at stoppage in the ruck with McCallum here. McCallum parks it underneath it, knocks it down, and was trying to get White on the way through. Hacked off the deck. Strong hands, Nash. Did it go far enough? Umpire waves play on, and, well, he might have had a case that it travelled the 15 metres off the deck, and Umpire said no. Nash pleaded his case, but no mark paid. Ball up 25 metres out directly in front.
18 and a half minutes gone, opening term. The next couple of minutes crucial. McCullum grabbed it out of the ruck, off the right side of the boot, just knocked over the line there by Myers. And there'll be a boundary throw in. So and there's no one on the left of centre at the moment. All the Devils, bar two, are inside their defensive 50 at the moment. They're under the pump.
Ball goes at the back from the throw-in. There was an opportunity maybe for McMillan to gather, but he couldn't. Clearing kick from the Devils will come back with interest with Jenkins behind the footy, you think, although just got an unkind bounce and got himself into trouble, and well played by the Devils to clear D50, but now more importantly create a stoppage in the middle of the Darley Park.
So they, as they so often do, they wait for the ruckman to make their way to stoppage in their own time. Tap one by McCullum, only as far as Johnson, who did the roving and the ruck work, mind you. Territory gain, albeit into the breeze. Foot race, Bishop. He's got some toe. Inglis clean at ground level. Got it to force. It needs to be quick. Fed it by hand. Opportunity through traffic for Andy as a party. Went back to force and at a touch of the fumbles. The reinforcements arrive for North Ballarat. And there'll be a ball up 20 metres out from the Darley goal.
Yeah, finals pressure there, Toddy. Slight fumble. You might get away with it home and away season. You're not getting away with it today at the Darley Park in the elimination final in the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League here live. No ruckman contest for the Devils. It was an easy knockdown for McCullum, but straight to the Devils. Incorrect disposal must be the thing. Holding that whistle, Todd. They've been consistent. Free kick will go the way of North Ballarat deep in the pocket. Looks like it might be Arts down there doing the tackling, and he'll go long down the line with the right foot kick. Only picked out a Devils player in Gardner, who had to walk the tightrope of the boundary line, and in the end saw it out of bounds, 60 from goal.
Yeah, dropped the chest mark, Gardner. Probably should have grasped that.
Was a pretty interesting minute of footy there. Some fundamental skills, I guess, in the pressure of what a final intensity would bring.
Yeah, Brett Bewley disappointed with that decision on the holding the ball. He looked like a kid who opened up his Christmas present and didn't like what he saw. Lamb out of the ruck contest. Hurry kick to Bewley. Found Baker. Left foot kick from Baker. Inside 50. And the fly and the grab from Inglis resembled more of a key forward than a small high forward. And Inglis sends the Devils into attack with the right foot kick. North Ballarat got numbers. Deering went the spoil. Open the door for Azapati. Left foot kick across the body. Has gone awry off to the right and through for a minor score.
Well, time on in the opening term, and if you're a Dan Jordan and the Devils, you'd be happy with how the scoreboard reads. 1-1-7 to 2-1-13. Carey looks to go the outer side for North Ballarat. Lamb's hand pass inside was good as they outed through Jenkins, go towards centre wing, but it's a hurry kick, and Lahore is in the way to take the mark. As they try to go quickly towards the outer side where Freeman was in a one-on-one. The poor kick only favoured the Devils defender. He goes down the line. Purchase got in the way to break things up. Ball hits the turf. Arts, hurried left foot kick will go down the line. Catches a bit of the breeze attention. And in the end, out in the full mark, Joel Cameron, you take your pick. It'll be a Devils footy virtue opposite from our broadcast position on centre wing on the outer side. Although, umpire saying it was a juggling attempt at the mark and it was touched over the line. And we'll get a ball in time.
Yeah, I'm happy with the call. I thought that to the naked eye that it was a juggling mark over the line. So fair call. An umpire will bring the ball back into play. Throw in. Hobie got front spot on Deering on that occasion. Then hurried the ball by foot and nearly ruined that photographer's camera as the ball just crashed into the lens and out of bounds on the full. So it'll be North Ballarat through Carey, who went short, and the kick was okay and found Sparkman. And they'll lead to get it moving North Ballarat, time on opening term.
Long right foot kick will set up for one for the high flyers. But again, it spills out the back and Darley have the numbers. Cadman just clears the territory and goes long and wide and out the full to the outer side, which, look, I know the footy's out in the full in North Ballarat ball, but they continue to repel from the half-back line to the Devils, and it feels like a bit of a damn wall that North Ballarat just can't bust their way through enough with the breeze in this term. Only leading by a goal with what we anticipate is a 4 to 5 goal breeze here at Darley Park would be a slightly worrying concerns, but nevertheless, finals atmosphere, you never know. They'll just have to bring the same intensity in the next term against the breeze or score quick here to finish. It'll be Troon eventually gets back underway from true centre wing on the outer side.
Yeah, the players keeping the similar pattern to yesterday, treating the cars around the ground as teammates because they've managed to find them more often than not. So Troon with ball in hand. Defensive side of centre wing for North Ballarat. He gets the ball moving forward and quickly towards the attacking 50. Spilled out of the hands of Deering. Ground ball. Half a dozen players around the footy. Quinlan, one of those. And the umpire will get some separation with a stoppage 65 metres out from the North Ballarat goal.
From the electronic scoreboard, which reads 1-1-7 the Devils to North Ballarat's 2-1-13. And a quick ball up results in another stoppage in that same position on the outer side. And that's where the footy's been camped for the last few moments. Taking the ruck there was Hovey to gain some more territory towards centre wing. Johnson in front just slaps it towards the boundary line. Forster will have the option to just disguise this one over out of bounds, and which he does. And another win for the Devils as they gain territory out of their back half and move towards centre wing.
Yeah, they've tightened up the Devils over the last 15 minutes with a goal with that response to Nash's opening two. There's the throw-in. Tap one by Deering. Bewley over the footy. How will the umpire adjudicate? He'll ball it up. Yes, the heat map basically on fire on the outer side of the ground this weekend. Plenty of work done by the umpires to get play restarted as Sparkman is caught over the footy on this occasion. And you guessed it, there'll be another stoppage. Attacking side of centre wing, outer side of the ground for North Ballarat.
Despite being a beautiful day in terms of the pitches telling us, it is a tough conditions for both sides to work and transition the footy. White always clean, hand pass over top in the Sparkman direction, just ushered it forward, but Cadman going the way to break it up. Right foot kick down the line will fortuitously find the chest, and the Devils can continue to hold things up on the outside. Is in the right man's hands, and Bewley just to launch another one down the line for Darley.
So Bewley with the penetrating left foot kick from half back to half forward. Johnson the fly, Hobbs the spoil. How about the gather there from Spiteri? Quick answer to right, got it over the top, looking there towards Dyson. Force it, the gather was good. Hand pass not so much. Andy has a party, wanted the hold, denied by the umpire. Loose ball opportunity, right over the top, and Inglis will finish it off. There's the square up goal, and scores level here at Darley Park, deep in time on opening term.
He called it well tidy with a gather and the crumb to send it inside 50. It was a smart kick by Wright to just keep it low against the breeze to give Forson the opportunity at ground level. And then, well, the modern day forward tidy to follow up and get the handball over the top into the goal square to Inglis to get scores level here just shows the work rate needed. And I really felt in the last couple of minutes the reason why Devils getting on top was Cam McCallum had a spell on the bench and Hovey had taken a couple out of the ruck on the far side, gained some territory as the Devils just continue against the breeze to just push the footy forward.
Yeah, McCallum won majority of tap-outs in his time spent in the ruck, but right on cue, Hovey won that tap over Deering. Denham bailed up, and there'll be a ball up. Scores level here, deep in time on. North Ballarat kick with the 4 or 5 goal breeze, albeit tricky. Inglis off half forward, gathered, and was pressured by Carey. There'll be a stoppage. Right in the middle of the ground here at Darley Park.
McCallum back in the ruck, and on cue, wins it down. Opportunity for the speedster and Palmer to break through the tackle. Was looking for White. Went behind him. White couldn't quite gather the bouncing ball. Palmer had to follow up his work. And sloppy play coming in the middle again by North Ballarat. Just haven't been able to adjust to the conditions and be clean enough to generate any real scoring opportunities with 2-1-13 apiece.
Big tick for Joel Cadman there to square that away, the outnumber.
One down by McCallum. Spiteri will get the clearance long towards the outer side. A bouncing ball sits up in front of Wright. Knocks it back to a teammate as the Devils can look to transition through as a party towards half forward. The high ball, Wright diving in, juggling attempt will be paid the mark. And the Devils remarkably look to drive it into attack to try to take a quarter-time lead if they can generate a score from a right entry coming here about attacking side of centre wing.
Sun in the eyes, wind in the face. And he goes out in the English direction. He's marked it just inside the boundary line. So a connection, a chain of sorts. Rear into the breeze. So Inglis, awkward looking kick. In front spot there was Fawcett. He couldn't take. There was, it was Adam Azapati. Clearing kick for the Roosters. Went from half back to outer centre wing, and Joel Cadman took an uncontested mark again and bring it well off the boot. Put it over towards Bewley. They get the reinforcements here, North Ballarat, and they combine. Left foot kick there from Palmer towards half forward. It's going to be Joel Cadman again, who's had an impact in the last 3 or 4 minutes behind the footy for the Devils.
Yeah, he's a real barometer, isn't he, Joel Cadman? When he's up, they normally win. It's as simple as that. And plays that modern prototype winger at times. He can go behind the foot, he can go forward and be a target as well. Long kick towards centre wing, and camming himself down was Hovey. Couldn't take Margaret right again with a great crumb. Will dribble it inside forward, 50-foot race on an Ernest. Bishop kept it in front, and here go the Devils. Fawcett just needs the hand pass over top the goal square, the criminal bounce. Oh, he gets it back, Inglis! No, he didn't put it through the big sticks for a goal, but a minor score does put the Devils in front. They made hard work of it, Toddy, and they really should have kicked their third of the afternoon.
Oh, I had to get the Benny Hill soundtrack out again for that. Comical. But they're in front here at Darley Park, albeit into the breeze, as they combine the Roosters out of the fence. Chance for McMillan with ball in hand. He'll go short to Cockerell. They'll want to get it moving. They just need some aerial presence. There's not a lot of movement forward of the ball at the moment for North Ballarat, so I can understand Cockerell's indecision. So he finds Lamb in between traffic. It was a good kick. Deep in time on, 29 and a half minutes gone. Lamb will send the ball forward with a high up and under. Freeman the target. Sets himself, had front spot, can bring the mark down. Joel Cadman got the ground ball, was tackled, taken to the ground. There'll be a ball up, 20 metres out from the North Ballarat goal.
Well, it's the first time Freeman's been able to work his way to the front of the hooray, which actually really brought him into the contest as an opportunity to take the mark. Couldn't quite cling on. Late stages here, inside 50. Neither ruckman touchment. Freeman coming through traffic, couldn't get boot to ball. Baker with the hand pass.
They've played a free kick for a push. Yep. So Freeman basically collapsed. Bit of forward craft there. A bit of momentum forward. Yeah, he sold the bait well there, Freeman, and you'll have a shot on goal here.
Yeah, just the old, just fall at your knees a little bit, and the contact end up in the back. And
smart play.
An important kick for North Ballarat in the contest here, trailing by a point despite having the breeze. As Freeman on a 45-degree angle will shoot from about 25-30 metres. Starts his approach now as we tick over 30 minutes gone. He stabs, pokes, and misses across the face to make it 2-2, 14 apiece here at Darley Park.
Gee, we've had some close games over the weekend. Sammy, you witnessed one yesterday up there with that come-behind win for Ballarat, just the 2 points. The Bloods and East went toe-to-toe yesterday, just 12 points separating them. And here, whilst Darley seemed to have the upper hand, despite scores being level, there's a close one going on again, which is great.
High ball out of defence coming there from Myers as the Devils just usher it forward again. Driscoll getting in the way, couldn't quite gather the footy as Darley will look to go forward again. Underground hand pass by Denham was backwards as he found a teammate. Bewley spreads it wide, and in the end, the Lions a win as they'll create a stoppage on true centre wing on the outside and continue to just follow the pattern that Dan Jordan would have been pleading pre-game, I imagine, Toddy. Territory as they dominate the footy on the far side of the ground.
Somebody better get Brady Wright a drink. He's covered some ground in this opening term. He's been quite influential, the big man. Boundary throw in, ground level ball. McCullum at the pressure. It's stolen away from him by Denham. Johnson needed to be quick, and he was. Fired the hand pass out to Baker. Tumbling kick to half forward. Cockerell off half back was clean. Got it to Carey. Was Hobbs, in fact. Lamb got the handball received. Searching hand pass meant for Quinlan. Found the boundary line instead over the line. Out of centre wing.
One thing I like about North Ballarat's footy genuinely is their ability to find those little 45 kicks and open up the game, and they obviously make the ground like Marstein look so big. But today they've just been denied access to the corridor whatsoever, and it's been a real defensive display by both sides, as you can expect at the start of final campaign. But when they can open the corridor, North Ballarat generally score, and they just haven't been able to get any access today as Darley's mids have been able to plug those holes.
Tick over 32 minutes gone, opening term. McCullum grabbed it out of the ruck, threw the ball onto the boot, dribbling ball towards the attacking 50. Brodie Ward was clean, gave it to brother Mitch. He executed by foot towards outer centre wing. Right the fly, couldn't take the mark. Hobbs could though, great grab there by the veteran defender. Back in the side today after a month off with a hammy.
So Hobbs will play on as he looks to try to access the corridor. He knows the importance of trying to generate a score here late. Arts over the top. Chain of hand pass was looking for Sparkman. It was a poor one in his direction. Might be a chance now. Baker to access the corridor. Hand pass as a party. He's look away ball towards Inglis, who's had his hand in the pie and everything in this turn for the Devils. Turns this one over. Arts. Hurried kick was smothered. Polking on clean below his knees. Found Palmer, who will go inside forward 50, but finally finds the Devils defender backing back, and an opportunity for Joel Cadman to break things up and head towards the outer side.
He goes in the Bewley direction. Got plenty on the kick. Bewley didn't let him down. Played on, penetrating. Look at that for a left foot. Put that in the textbook. He found Spiteri. And Spiteri, not in a real hurry. Quite happy with where they're at the moment, the Devils. They're level with North Ballarat into this 4 to 5 goal breeze. He's tumbling kick towards the attacking 50. Stolen by right over the back. Bit indecisive. Sent the ball forward. Cross the face. How about the gather from Azapati? The elusive skills, but he's pinned at the end. Just took a second too long. And North Ballarat will get out of trouble.
So Palmer with the tackle will come long and wide towards the broadcast side. Nash the target, and he's got a good set of hands for a little man. Will play on immediately as the siren will beat them. And North Ballarat, well, they look their best again coming from transition on the broadcast side, but can't add to their score, which is 2-2-14 to Darley's 2-2-14 here in the opening term.
The goal scorers for North Ballarat, Nash has 2, and for the Devils, 1 each to Brady Wright and Inglis. Wright and Inglis look very dangerous in the Devils' front half, and seemingly Joel Cadman just took over from Billy Myers as that impact spare behind the ball, and he too was had an impact in the second half of that opening term. Bewley again accumulating. His impact's going to be, well, penetrable in this second quarter with the breeze with that raking left boot, you'd think, Sammy.
Yeah, I really think there was a good blueprint there for Brendan McCartney to see about how to use the spare against the breeze. I mean, they put their better markers, better intercept players, the likes of Cadman and Myers behind the footy to drop off from the direct opponents and play loose. So I think that's what they're going to have to do in counterpart in this term. And I reckon Sparkman has to go behind the footy here just to hold up the defence for North Ballarat.
McCullum best for mind for North Ballarat in that term. It wasn't about what he was doing in and out of stoppage. You just certainly noticed him as well when he wasn't there. Darley were able to get some impact and some important territory gain into the breeze, and Hovey actually came into it and probably squared McCullum away with the numbers, albeit in general play. McCullum's still the dominant force in the air at stoppage. But quarter time here, guys. Entertaining game of footy. Devils kicking with the breeze in the second term. Scores level, 2-2, 14 apiece. A break and back with the second quarter action in around 5 minutes' time.
Love is all
Your favourite McDonald's collectibles from the past are now available on collectible glasses. Get yours free with any large quarter-pounder range meal. Unleash your inner kid and collect all 6 glasses today at Macca's.
Welcome back to Darley Park ahead of the second quarter action here in Elimination Final 2 under sunny skies. Breezy conditions is an understatement, pocket to pocket. Darley kicking with the breeze in the second term. Billy Myers setting up forward. It'll be interesting to see if the Devils can capitalise. I mean, the breeze is one thing, efficiency is another. The two don't often or always come hand in hand, so can the Devils get it done? This is an important quarter in the context of the game for both sides. North will need to hang on. Darley need to press the button. Sammy Young.
So here we go. Start the second term here at Darley Park. The Devils now kicking with the advantage to right, a screen of the breeze. Bewley got his hands on it, but couldn't quite find a possession. Now Baker, long left foot kick will go. A shallow entry inside forward 50. Hobbs got his way to the front, spoiled towards the boundary line, but keeping it in is as a party with a right foot kick into the pocket to Johnson. Big fly, couldn't take the mark, keeps it alive. Right foot snap, straight up and under. Might have just travelled the 15 metres or so. Myers couldn't take the mark, and North Ballarat desperate just to hold things up as the Devils look threatening in their first entry inside 50 for the second term.
Yeah, I thought Myers was looking for some front-on contact there, but the umpire called play on. Right one, that tap to the danger spot, only as far as Lamb, who's arguably been North Ballarat's leading possession winner. Polkinghorne took an eternity to get rid of it. Touch of the fumbles. Umpire called play on. And the stoppage will be squared away, 40 metres away from the Darley goal.
Yeah, with how hot they've been on the whistles there, Riley, Polkinghorne can count himself a lucky boy in that one because they've definitely put whistles to mouth quickly and pinned holding the ball a number of times with players having less time than that. Taking the air was McCallum, but coughed the stripe to Bewley. Wrong side, it has to go with the hand pass towards Denham, now to Ward. 55 from goal. He's gang tackled by a couple of Roosters and the ball will be held up just outside 50.
I've got a visual. Gang tackled by a couple of Roosters. Ball up. Tap one there by Hovey. Adam Azzopardi at ground level did the sharking, set the ball forward. Lucky to go. Well, the umpire did the right thing. Said it didn't go the required distance. Clearing kick out of the fence from Hobbs. Got it beyond half-back. Foot race on. McMillan's got plenty of that. Can he keep it? He did well. He kept his feet, the young fella, and ran away. Gave a hand pass over to White. He's got Freeman ahead of him. He'll set himself and a chance to run into an open goal. And he does now. Gets it done and won against the run of play into the breeze. An all-important start in the opening minutes of this second term for North Ballarat.
What play there by the young boy from Swan Hill, Tardrick Millen. He bounced off Matty Brett like it was nothing. Kept the ball going forward, and the kick from White, well, just assessed the conditions perfectly. Hung it out a little bit for the breeze to catch it at the back. Freeman in position A, kicks the goal and puts North Ballarat back in front.
Leg speed and the ability to keep your feet. It's just an underrated asset in the modern game. So North Ballarat back with their noses in front. Momentum, confidence lifting goal for the team and Freeman. Ball up, Baker. Brought the ball down, but Lamb was right there to ensure there wasn't an exit by hand. Tap one, well, to no real advantage by anyone really. Bewley just threw the ball onto the boot. Troon wasn't really strong enough overhead as a party did enough to spoil the ball. Into the hands of Inglis. And the whistle, ball up. Attacking side of the middle of the ground for the Devils.
Early fly by Hovey, but one down by McCallum. Only as far as Baker. He'll go with the right foot kick inside forward 50 for the Devils. Into the right foot pocket. Cockerell wants the safety of the boundary line, and Hobbs comes in as support to fist it out of bounds. And we should get a boundary throw in about 30 from goal. And those two twin towers in defence for North Ballarat involved there to see the ball out of play.
Well, they've got their hands full today. Wright was super impressive in that opening term. And, of course, Myers down there now. Boundary throw-in. Devils in attack. Chance for Baker, who was clean. Outside with the left boot. Goal of the day to date for Baker. Not a noted midfielding goal kicker. And he gets one for the Devils. And reward for being clean.
Yeah, you're right there, Toddy. And that's a wonderful finish on the outside of his boot there from Baker. And yeah, a goal they contender, only his fourth goal for the season, and was able to just weave his way through traffic initially and then finish on the outside. And
the square up inside 4 minutes, that was an important one for Darley, rather than going through the motions and giving any momentum for North Ballarat. So an important response for the Devils. We're back to 20 apiece.
Back on the way here with McCallum with the early fly this time. Ball hits the turf and Denham underground ball towards the last goal kicker and Baker with a high entry inside 50 looking for right. Big spoil at the top by Hobbs. Got in position A, got it to the ground. Ball still alive as a party. Broke one tackle, couldn't break the second and you're gone. Holding the ball, McMillan getting back in defence with another good 1%er effort for the afternoon to Taj McMillan.
Yeah, it's not the big don't argue with Andy as a party. It's the please don't argue. Unable to get away from 3 tackles this afternoon, all resulted in holding the ball decisions. So it'll be Bromley Lynch just outside the defensive 50. He'll just go along the line towards Deering. Flying in from the side was Hovey. Took a nice overhead mark. Good for the confidence. And he'll go with the right boot. Awkward kick. 2-on-1 against Spiteri here. Sharked there by Johnson. Couldn't get through traffic. Spilt the ball and pinged by the umpire. And Polkinghorn will take the resultant free kick.
Yeah, right call. Took on the tackler and didn't get it out cleanly. So Polkinghorn, been quiet in his return. We'll go long towards centre wing on the broadcast side. McCallum the tallest target. Quinlan got it to ground. Faulkner with the crumb. Couldn't quite gather. Diving in is Crawford. He's been done once for this already this afternoon and he'll be done a second time, Jack. If you dive on the footy, you got to get it out. And he did not. Free kick towards Tom Bromley Lynch, the acting skipper this afternoon for North Ballarat.
The umpire just letting Crawford say temper your attitude will give you 50 metres. So just want to remain disciplined, the Devils. Polkinghorn will just get better as the game goes, you'd think. His right foot kick hugging the boundary line. Lamb endeavoured to keep it in. Ball ricocheted off. Crawford over the line for a boundary throw in. True centre wing broadcast side.
We can see in this term, North Ballarat, have had to come towards the attacking side to defend, which opens the door for Darley on the turnover. They can create it. High ball in on centre wing. Hovey will take front position, slip through his grasp. Bromley Lynch, right foot kick will go towards centre half forward. Deering in front was worked out of it by Brett initially, but falling at the back was Deering. Hand pass over the top. Opportunity came up for Faulkner, who's got it through.
Terrific finish from Faulkner.
Well, that time Maxi Boy didn't let me down, and a lovely finish on the left boot to put North Ballarat back in front, 2 against the Breeze.
Entertaining game of footy going on here at Darley Park. Both sides have managed a couple of goals into the Breeze, an achievement that, denied both East Point and Melton yesterday, but credit to the two sides.
Well, tidy midway. Well, we were early in the second term, but 4 goals to your left, 3 goals to your right for the watcher at home. So against the Breeze is maybe the scoring end.
Can the Devils get the response? Tick over 7 minutes gone, second term. Ball up. Well, it's favoured McCallum in the end. Chance for Bewley. Went to go by the left hand. Did in the end to Denham through traffic. Threw the ball onto the left boot. Went forward in the Myers direction. Came out presented. Took an overhead mark in front of Cockrell. Wasted no time. 55 metres out. Lowered the eyes. Right. Got it. Terrific stretch. He's a real handful right this afternoon. He'll go back and have a shot on goal for number 2.
And the perfect kick from Myers. I mean, would have been on his own rights to blaze away and have a shot on goal, but just showed all his experience that he's had at VFL level, just to put that to the top of the square to the advantage of Wright, who was able to get away in transition from Hobbs and take pretty much what was an uncontested mark at the top of the goal square. So Brady Wright to level things once again here at Darley Park, and he's missed to the right. A horrible miss. Really should be doing better from 20 metres out directly in front, and a blemish on the score sheet for the Devils. They move to 3-3-21. North Ballarat in front, 4-2-26.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if that ball was lost and they find it somewhere on the Western Highway. He really launched into that right. Just thread it through over the goal umpire's hat. That's the... But...
Well, we've now seen a couple of misses from the spearheads, I guess, of either end. And Wright's missed a sitter, to be honest, and Freeman missed one late in the opening term. We just stabbed at it. So, I mean, both one each, I guess, in terms of gettable goals in the contest here at Darley Park.
Big welcome to our crew tuning in throughout the USA, actually. Seattle in Washington and San Diego, California. FNL. Global network, Sammy.
Yes, as we'll go with Carey on the outer side. Long right foot kick is a wobbly one at best. Forced to spoil it to the ground was Deering. Bromley Lynch circling, can't quite gather, and be sent inside 50 by Darley and by Crawford into the pocket. purchase from the side. He gets in front of right on this occasion and spoils it out of bounds.
Hovey was terrific for the Devils at that last play before that forward 50 entry. He's having a good game, Hovey.
Yeah, it's been a good battle between the two big fellas, actually, to be honest. McCallum, yes, probably on top in terms of the hit-out stake, but Hovey around the grounds looks the better option. McCallum wins this one down on cue. Lamb got boots the ball towards Bromley Lynch. He'll clear D50 for the moment. White had an almost start. He's been involved in patches. And in the end, they'll be desperate to create a stoppage here, will North Ballarat, which they do, about 60 from their own goal.
Scores were level at quarter time. 2-2-14 apiece. Near 10 minutes gone second term. North Ballarat lead by 5 points. Tap one by McCallum. High up and under kick. Out of the contest there was Lamb. Got it to out of centre wing. Joel Cadman was clean. Now he's going to get pinged here. Hot to trot, but there nonetheless. Got to give it back on the full. And he did. He did the right thing. And Deering will play on. And 50 metres for not standing. That's going to go against Joel Cadman. So that's the fourth undisciplined act. Well, it wasn't of physical nature. It was, a bit clumsy.
And, well, against the breeze, it takes his best strike of the share and you think kicking over the mark. But from 50, a wobbly ball goes into the pocket and in the end, misdirected. Ward will take the mark. So it was really going for the lead of Freeman was Deering, and it was a poor pass. Tony Fine, Mitch Ward getting back inside defence for the Devils. High kick out of the fence towards the outer side. Big pack of players converge. Waiting at the bootlaces was a lovely pick up by Spiteri. With his left foot kick going down the line. Myers had it taken away there by Cockrell, who tried to get boots of ball and it's held up in the tackle. Virtually opposite from our broadcast position on the outer side, Toddy.
How's the gather from Spiteri? That's why he's so dangerous. Ball up. It'll be Hovey and McCallum. Have enjoyed that battle. Tap one by Hovey on this occasion. Grab-ball opportunity, picked up by Denham, went by hand to Baker, dribbling ball, hopeful rather than anything else. As the party went past the footy, speak of Andy, opened the door for brother Adam. And the umpire will come in and effect a ball up near half forward. In fact, it was Fawcett on that occasion. Similar hairs of a mop of hair. So an opportunity for Polkinghorn out of the clearance. He's starting to accumulate in this second term. Umpire called play on. Crawford wanted the push. Faulkner kept his feet but couldn't keep the ball in. Ran out of space and it'll be a boundary throw-in. Outer side, centre wing.
And good bit of class there by Polkinghorn initially to get away from traffic with the clearance. And the smart kick, the defensive kick towards the outer side, that's what Darley did so well against the breeze in the opening term to limit damage and control the footy on the far side from us at the broadcast position. Ball in, Maloney let that one get through him. Good follow-up tackle by the youngster. And he's dived on top of this one to hold things in only, I think, his third senior game. Is Darcy Maloney finds himself playing an elimination final here for North Ballarat, who lead 4-2-26 to 3-3-21.
Tap one by McCallum, went to the voice of Polkinghorn, missed him. Has the gather from Denham, was terrific. Left foot kick inside 50, went looking for right. Ball ricocheted off the defence of Hobbs. Over the line for a boundary throw-in. So what we've learnt this afternoon, with the strong breeze to the right of screen, there's certainly no entitlement that comes with it, Sammy.
No, certainly right, Toddy. I mean, polar opposites, I guess, in a way, the game you saw yesterday where it was just only goals kicked to the right of screen. So both sides, I imagine, watched that vision closely and against the breeze have looked the better to start, as we'll get back underway with Hovey reaching on top with the tap, and North Ballarat happy to create another stoppage on the defensive side of centre wing and continue to absorb seconds off the clock with a slender 5-point lead in this one at Darley Park.
Darley, well, looking to regain the lead with a goal here and make the most of it as the ball inside their front half, albeit half forward. Still outside their 50. Gather was cleaned there from Maloney. His hand pass was smothered. It was good play there by Bewley. He'll want a free for holding, denied by the umpire. And there'll be a ball up 55 metres out from the Darley goal.
A good endeavour by the youngster, going head-to-head in that contest against the two-time back-to-back winner of the Henderson Medal and Brett Bewley, the captain of Darley. McCallum decisively wins it down again. Lamb wanted the line, couldn't get it. Shark there by Denham as the Devils' kick goes backwards. Fortuitously almost a mark to Ward, but he pushed his opponent Malachi White underneath the footy with hands, and free kick will go the way of the Roosters. The short ball finds Sparkman as they look to access the corridor, the shortest way home. Might be forced to go wide. Freeman's off the chain. Could spot him on the centre wing if he likes. Eventually spot him at the corner of his eye and did so as Joel Freeman gets the mark on the defensive side of centre wing from our broadcast position.
A mile away from home, but presenting and providing an option as Freeman goes short to Palmer, who presented in front of Duncan Cadman and took a mark and played on. Went with the right foot. Found Sparkman, who pushed forward for his second impact in the chain. So they're not in a rush, and that's fair enough too into the strong breeze. As that ball, look at that one hold up. Mitch Ward had the fly, got a bit on it, just couldn't bring it down. And the umpire will come in and effect a ball up just inside the boundary line, some 65 metres away from the North Ballarat goal.
First time we're able to actually see North Ballarat just use a chain of possession in terms by foot and mark. As was fisted forward by McCallum, sharked by Cadman, who will clear D50 for the moment. Bishop got across and spun out of the tackle. Tried to get the left boot to ball, was ricocheted in towards the corridor of Driscoll. He'll go over the top, and a quick kick forward there by North Ballarat. High up and under one to mark. Umpires picked out a free kick though. And Darley will take the advantage as they try to access the corridor. Handball off towards a teammate in Ward. He goes by hand to Azapati. Now an opportunity to come through Brett. Put the stiff arm out and got caught in the tackle. Had to go back towards Ward, and they've mucked this one up on the broadcast side. Polkinghorne had his head ripped off. Umpire let it go on. No, he didn't. Free kick is going to come back, and it is going to go the way of Polkinghorne. Just slightly delaying the whistle, but free kick to North Ballarat.
Not for the first time today. The Devils have looked clumsy by hand, and it's resulted in a turnover, albeit a free kick to Polkinghorne, who goes with the right foot towards half forward. Umpires picked out another free kick for a push. It's going to go to, well, Nash will get the handball receive off Quinn McMillan, who set the ball forward. Sharky there was Faulkner, left foot shot on goal. Momentum kept it left and always left and through for a minor score.
Good crumb by Maxie Faulkner. Just couldn't get that one between the big sticks, but just really liked the way North Ballarat have adjusted in this term and created contest down the line. They were beaten too much with the intercept in the opening term, and this time round, Toddy, in this quarter, they've just been able to bring the footy to ground.
Matty Brett with a long kick, right the target. He's on centre wing. Second grab, couldn't bring it down. Bishop with speed, negotiated by hand to Johnson. Went with the old-fashioned torpedo, dribbling ball. Leading back into the races, Hobbs. He has a look around for traffic. There's none coming yet. Oh, Mitch Gardner fell over. Tried to apply the smother, but not before Hobbs could get the kick away out in the Jenkins direction. Ball check to the right-hand side. Favour the boundary line. There'll be a throw-in 55 metres out from the Darley goal.
Well, that was Ryan Hobbs' own little fitness test for the hamstring, getting back into the fence. I mean, a physio by trade himself, he would have known his capabilities came this one, but it just felt like an eternity for him to get back on the dribbling Johnston ball in defence. We're going to ball in half-forward flank region for Darley on the outer side. Deering won the tap for North Ballarat. And in the end, good pressure by the Roosters to hold things up. As they have continued in this term, they lead by 6 points here at Darley Park.
Tick over 17 minutes gone. Darley with just the one goal with the breeze. That is below par. Myers from outside 50. Johnson presented, couldn't bring it down. The dangerous Bishop gathered and his kick across the body. Went across the face. Missed all and sundry out of bounds on the full.
That's his second good crumb in a couple of minutes there, Bishop. This time, though, didn't make amends. All the umpires going to say it's a minor score.
Yeah.
So
handy point.
Handy point for the Devils fans watching the stream this afternoon. Short kick in quickly by Carey will find Hobbs. Ducked up in his defensive left back pocket. So Ryan Hobbs to clear for North Ballarat. Doesn't have a lot of presentation down the line as the majority of the play has been set up on the far side. This kicks into the little man of Arts. He's always going to be outsized and easy pickings for Azapati. Takes the mark 60 from goal and can set up the Devils in attack. And Norwood Ward with the drive-by, went long into the pocket. Opportunity for Wright. In with a pack of three North Ballarat players. Probably had the best piece of it, but maybe lost it in the sunshine that's here at Darley Park as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, mistimed the jump. Just didn't get it at its highest point. He was on the way down. Boundary throw in. Darley will need a conversion here. Throw in. Grabbed out of the ruck by Johnson. He's tackled by Deering. No prior. There'll be a ball up 20 metres out from the Darley goal. So North Ballarat with a 5-point lead. Darley in attack. 18.5 minutes gone. Second term. Deering at the spoil. Has to gather from Bishop. Off to the right and through for a minor score. gee, dangerous, and he's got some toe, the youngster.
Yeah, that's a threatening sign again, and a couple of opportunities for him, half chances just not going the way of the Darley Football Club. It makes it a 4-point ball game as we approach time on. We're just about to tick into time on in the second term, and damage control would now start to come in out of the box, I guess, in terms here for Brendan McCartney's man, Toddy, as they will just try to hold on to this lead approaching the half-time siren.
Yeah, yesterday's game was 5 goals to 4 goals at the half, so 9 goals kicked in the opening half yesterday. We have 7 to date in this game, but there's still time left for, well, I was going to say Darley to hit the scoreboard, but the pattern of play suggests North Ballarat more than capable into the breeze.
Opportunity from half-back here for Lamb, who goes down the line, got his way to White. He'll go with a little shake and bake to the outer side. Nash, from a standing start, thumps it down the line towards Freeman, got his way to the front, couldn't complete the grab. Darley getting across with some numbers to hold things up, and the umpire will say, give it to me, as he'll throw it in the air. The attacking side of centre wing for North Ballarat.
Near time on second term, North Ballarat lead by 4 points. They've outscored the Devils 2 goals to 1, albeit into the breeze. Myers did the ruck, and umpire picked out a free kick over the shoulder. Free kick will go to as a party. So he goes with the right foot kick, gets plenty on it. Right the target, went over his head, ground ball. Who's there? Inglis is. The gather was terrific. Kick across the body. Johnson in a one-on-one. Nearly a hold. Umpire called play on. They'll get out of trouble here through Carey. Cockrell searching hand pass meant for Carey. Kept it in and just heaved it on its way out of bounds. He's going to throw it in, much to the hush and the sighs of the Darley faithful.
Well, it was probably as deliberate as you like, if I'm honest, there from Isaac Carey. But well played, Noah Cockrell, the youngster in his first season at North Ballarat, getting back. He was out positioned and somehow manufactured the spoil in front of Johnston. We'll go inside 50-40 from goal. Johnston doing the ruck work this time. Just knocks it at the feet of Azapati. He breaks the tackle initially of Sparkman. And brother Andy gets in the way to be held up in the tackle from Polkinghorn, as we've just shifted about 5 metres from when that last throw-in fell.
Stick with us right throughout the afternoon by the FNL match centre, the Red Onion Vision. Baker, hand pass to space, went to the voice of Bewley, got him. He got boot to ball, squaring kick, Ward at the back, he's taken a nice mark. Just outpointed his opponent on that occasion. Nice grab there from Mitch.
Got the distance, Toddy?
Yep, he does. Most wood today from here at the level. I say at the level because I'd be no chance from there.
Well, he's only got the 1 goal in season 2024 is why I asked, Toddy. So he's not a noble goal kicker, of course, spending most of his time in the back half.
He has been known to push forward and pinch one. So they need him to do that right now from 51. Plenty on the kick. It's all about the accuracy. Off to the left, through for a minus score. So Darley, 1 goal for this term with the breeze. They trail by 3 points. 22 minutes gone, second term.
Carey with the kicking and duties. We'll just go the required 15 short to find the veteran, the general of their defence in Hobbs. Been a fascinating battle between him and Wright all afternoon as he went to go towards his triple premiership teammate in Jenkins, who just overcooked it slightly and out of bounds it goes. So the old firm there trying to combine inside the defensive 50 and not creating a fruitful outcome for North Ballarat. We'll get a ball in, 50 from goal.
Hovey, back spot of the ruck contest, won that. Keeps it in front of him, the big fella. Gathered by Ward. Good hand pass. Touch of the fumbles. Rare moment for Inglis. Gathered there by Arts. High up and under kick. Just waiting under it there was Nash and had to wait an eternity and then played on. Found Lamb. Corralling was good from Joel Cadman. Right foot kick. It'll be turnover by Adam Azapati. Waste no time. He gave it to Bewley. Left foot kick from the middle of the ground. Goes in the right direction. Read it well. Oh, getting a hand to it was Hobbs. Right did the stealing. How will the ball bounce? Oh, it was like the Gadding ball. It went sideways. Chance here for Johnson. Just inside the boundary line. Carries it over for a boundary throw in 25 metres around from the Darley goal.
And it's amazing when you get the ball in the hands of Brett Bewley. Things happen. It was his first real opportunity today to use the breeze to its advantage, get a long entry inside forward 50 and almost was fruitful for Darley, but the unkind bounce for Wright went the wrong way. Pardon the pun. As opportunity there for Polkinghorn to clear D50. Trying to follow up his own work was Palmer. Right foot kick from Ward will go into the hot spot towards Johnson. Went to ground a little bit too easily for mine. Maybe a tangle of legs, and we'll get a ball in 25 from goal.
3-point lead to North Ballarat. They're hanging in. Time on second term. Just the 3 goals kicked for the quarter. Time ticking away. Darley needing another 1 or 2, you'd think, for a par return with the breeze. Now right at the back, he gathered, was taken to the ground by Carey. Carey be happy to square away a stoppage 45 metres out from the Darley goal.
Yeah, North Ballarat going to drop Troon and Hobbs as spares off this contest. So a quick kick, they've got the goalkeepers in the way, if you will. And they get that just through Cabin to Darley. Troon, one of them, couldn't take the mark. Inglis waiting for it, right foot snap into the pocket. Will go out of bounds and just camping themselves in the right spot. A bit of experience shown by North Ballarat. They weren't able to mark on this occasion, but able to hold up the pressure inside their own defence in this second term.
Boundary throw in. It'll be Wright and McCullum to do the ruck duties. The throw in favoured McCullum. He tapped it in front of him to Carey, who was held up by Gardner. There'll be a ball up 20 metres out from the Darley goal. 4-3-27 North Ballarat. Darley 3-6-24. Tap one by McCullum to Bromley Lynch. Outside of the right boot. Hopeful rather than anything else. Didn't go the required distance. They'll try and hold it up here. And they will do so through Lamb. And there'll be a ball up 30 metres out from the Darley goal.
It's time for the Devils midfielders to be a bit proactive inside forward 50 here, because McCallum's getting on top in the ruck hit-out stack against Wright. And know he's going to go probably boundary side on all occasions, like he does there. Denham tries to step back through traffic, is pile driving into the turf, and another ball up is the result. But again, that time was better. They knew where the tap was going to go. Denham reacted on the boundary side, and umpires picked out a free kick. Actually, from that, I'm not sure if there was a little bit of indiscretion post the tackle.
A little poke in the eye, you think, Sammy?
Well, maybe, because I look clean from my vantage point here in the commentary box, but free kick to Darley, free kick to Denham, and a gettable one on a 45-degree angle from 30 metres out, and right side for a left footer.
Well, they're all important kicks. None more so than this one for Denham in the context of the game. A goal will give the Devils the lead deep in time on. Second term, kicks on its way. Devils are within 2 points.
I was going to say, Todd, in the bit off to that one, something about these two sides late in quarters, controversial free kicks inside forward 50. This time not fruitful, going the way of the Darley Football Club. As Denham just stabbed at it, really, and missed to the near side to make their tally on the score sheet now read 3-7-25 to 4-3-27 here at Darley Park.
1-5 with the breeze for the Devils. 2 goals, 1 into the breeze for North Ballarat.
So an opportunity for Carey to bring it back into play has been the designated kicker in this term. Long raking right foot kick will hold up in the breeze, and a big fly from Deering over the top. A confidence builder for him as he takes it in front of the electronic scoreboard and looks to go short down the line, and maybe a bit of front on contact against Bromley Lynch will result in another indiscretion, and 50 metres we paid from the mark. That undisciplined play, and look, if DJ had any hair left in the box, he'd be pulling it out. He might be going to his armpits at this point, as an opportunity for North Ballarat to drive it in an attack from 65 metres out, thanks to the advantage of the 50-metre penalty.
So they go wide to the pocket, and the kick's okay. So Troon with ball in hand. Will lower the eyes. Kicks okay to Sparkman. 55 metres out from goal. 27 and a half minutes gone. Second term. He'll go short again. Kick was okay to White. Umpire called play on. Slung in the tackle. Got released the ball by hand. Carey's hair pass was loose. Baker was clean. And he'll just get it out of there with a territory gain. The ball, well, it just sat up there. It favoured Johnson in the end. He's got a couple to beat. Will it sit for him? Here come the reinforcements for North Ballarat through Cockrell. Knocked it to the advantage of Driscoll. He's dribbling ball. Found Maloney, who presented and took the ball cleanly. Went back to Cockrell. Searching hand pass, missed all and sundry. And went out of bounds. There'll be a throw-in. Half-forward outer side for Darley.
It's a criminal game, football. Sometimes the bounce of the ball there was all North Ballarat behind the footy, and it gave Johnson half a second. And in the end, his pressure on the ball carry there resulted in the ball being hand passed over the line by Cockrell. So late stages of this second term, Devils attacking side centre wing. McCallum tries to get it out of the air with the foot, but in the end, Sparkman with the clearance only sends it as far as Brett taking the mark, defensive side of centre wing. Can they access a score as he'll go long with a shallow entry inside forward 50? Myers, the target, couldn't quite get there. Numbers at the back in Driscoll for North Ballarat to purchase. He went over the shoulder where he had a voice in Lamb. His hand pass to Sparkman, who's going to be buried down in the tackle by Cadman. He was like a sitting duck, waiting for that one. A little bit of a hospital hand pass, and Joel Cadman wrapped up Sparkman just on the 50-metre line.
29 minutes gone, second term. North Ballarat with the advantage. They lead by 2 points. Tap one by Hovey, searching for Adam Azzopardi, just missed him, but found the boundary line in the end. There'll be a throw in 50 metres away from the Darley goal. So 1-5 with the breeze for the Devils in this term. They've been outscored by North Ballarat, who have 2 goals, 1. There's the throw in. Gee, didn't give the ruckman much of a chance. Brodie Ward over the footy, had it stolen from him. Territory game for North Ballarat. The Hoorays bailed up, and the umpire will come in and effect a ball up. So North Ballarat, big tick in this term, and a little cross for the Devils with their efficiency going forward.
Well, they made it a scrap, and that's the way Brendan McCartney's sides always like it. Cadman wrapped up immediately there by McCallum as the two 17s collide, as we'll get another stoppage, and he just always finds a way to get the best out of his group, Brendan McCartney, and has this afternoon as they lead 4-3-27 to 3-7-25. One down there by Hovey. Spiteri hot with the tackle. Darley trying to ush it forward. Hand pass will be cut off there by Carey. He'll go by hand and down the line in hope, as Crawford got the unkind bounces that went out of play here at Darley Park. Virtually opposite from our broadcast position, the attacking side of centre wing for the Devils.
Gee, handballing's been a typical fundamental on the levels of efficiency this afternoon. Both sides struggling. Tap one by McCallum. It was a shallow boundary throwing indeed. Gathered by Sparkman, who kept his feet. Territory game with a dribbling ball. How will it sit for Brett? He sharked. He went by hand. Got it towards Duncan Cadman, and the kick was good. So they're out here. Now that hand pass hit a target, finally, towards Brodie Ward, who went forward in the Johnson direction. Ground ball opportunity. Gardner applies the tackle, the vice-like grip. There'll be a ball up 20 metres out from the Darley goal. They've just done enough, the North Ballarat defence. They've really held up in this term.
Yeah, would have liked Mitch Gardner just to hold his position there. Probably got a little bit close to the contest and couldn't really get the effective on the crumbs. But in the right spot for the Devils. Bewley was trying to come through with a bit of pace and a bit of vigour to come out the front of the contest, but held in by North Ballarat. The latter stages of this second term, desperate to try hold on to a slender lead as we approach the half-time siren. Neither ruckman touch it. Spiteri, left foot stabbers up and under. Umpire says he might play the mark. Gardner from the back, brought it to ground level. Spiteri will go once again. Now Myers peels for in the back. Umpire wave, play on. And in the end, no free kick to the Devils. Ball up 35 from goal as that North Ballarat resolute defence, Toddy, continues to hold this slender lead.
Ball up. McCallum wanted a hold tonight. Gathered by Adam Azzopardi. Kick across the body. Terrible bounce. We've said that a few times today. It's a turning pitch here at Darley Park. Gathered by Arts, who was happy to carry it over the line for a boundary throw-in, 20 metres around from their goal.
Yeah, resembles more like Calcutta at times, the way the ball's been bouncing this afternoon. Tough one for the defenders and forwards to read, and giving the boundary umpires plenty of work as it goes out of play. Ball in, Faye McCallum, although Myers worked him underneath it with the tap. Carey, who's been in everything in this term, naturally with the 5 kick-ins helps. He's padded the stats a little bit, but is wrapped up in the Myers follow-up tackle. Still top of the goal square region, 25 from goal. One down by McCallum. Dangerous tap, and Driscoll just happy to see it through for a minor score in his first year fully of senior football. Is able to rush that one through at the crucial moment.
Playing the percentages. Darley 3-8-26. They draw within 1 point of North Ballarat. Scores level at quarter time. Darley with the breeze have been wasteful. North Ballarat have been competitive and deserve their lead. Right foot kick, plenty on it. It's going to come back in as quickly as it went out. And Crawford will bring the ball back into play. Now, right foot kick. They need a mark, and they'll get it through Inglis, who'll look to move the ball quickly. Onto the right boot he goes from 55. Awkward looking kick. Andy Azzopardi. He'd bob up in your soup, Andy Azzopardi. Averages about a goal a game over the last couple of seasons. And well, he averages about 12 possessions a game. One of those is more often than not a goal, and he's going to take that shot after the siren.
Well, can he buck the trend that his side's been showing in front of the big six in this term with wayward kicking and put Darley in front? After the siren, directly in front, 35 metres out, Andy Azzopardi starts his approach. Right foot kick is on its way, and it's dead straight this time. And Darley take the lead. Finally, their fans say, with the breeze to move the 4-8, 32 on the score sheet, leading North Ballarat here at Darley Park.
I could almost hear or feel that exhale from Dan Jordan as that goal went through from Andy Azzopardi. And the Devils, they kit booted 2 goals, 6 in that term. North Ballarat got 2-1 of their own, but we've got a game on. The Devils, they lead by 5 points with a half to play. We'll go through the goal scorers, Sammy.
Yeah, we'll start with the Darley Devils. Of course, as a party now on the score sheet with Baker, Wright and Inglis also having goals. The only major multiple goal kicker on the ground is Ned Nash. He got the first couple of the game. Freeman and Faulkner also gold in that term for the Roosters. Still
anyone's game. The game, well, it was presented to the Devils. It was always going to ask questions of North Ballarat's resilience and ability to hold out the Devils into the breeze. And that was a tick for Brendan McCartney's group.
Yeah, absolutely in that term. And much better around the contest, to be honest, at the cold face. And I think they need to learn their lesson from the opening term. I think they really lacked presentation with the breeze in the first quarter. So I expect to be maybe some magnet shifts in this term. I wouldn't even be surprised if like a Maloney goes forward. He's got a little bit of extra leap. They're really missing Hugh Trigg as an extra forward to support Freeman inside 450 this afternoon.
Yeah, and the breezy conditions making it difficult aerially for the forwards because, it's just the ball's just helicoptering through the air and making it tough. So, and even the handballing's been, fundamentally challenging for both sides this afternoon. They look far much... there's just more to gain by kicking the ball today, you'd think, on exposed form. Guys, 5-point lead to the Devils on the back of that Andy Azzopardi goal is enough to see Dan Jordan's men with their noses in front. A win today for the Devils will see them play Melton next week, and of course a loss will see them out of the competition, and a win for North Ballarat sets up a meeting with
of course, East Point. So it means that all Ballarat Swans fans, they'll be cheering on North Ballarat today because that means they'll move from semi-final 2 to semi-final 1 and have a guaranteed spot in the preliminary final. So an important contest for both sides here.
Yeah, and just touching wood here too, of course, the last time the Devils finished third and played in Elimination Final 2 here at Darley Park, it was against Redan 5 years ago, and Redan got the job done against the odds. And North Ballarat making a case of their own as the outsiders this afternoon. But we've got a game on. Stick with us via the BFNL Match Centre. The Vision coming to you live via the Red Onion Media Company. It's Darley 4-8-32 who lead North Ballarat 4-3-27. A break. Back with the second half action in around 15 minutes' time.
Love is all
your favourite McDonald's collectibles from the past are now available on collectible glasses. Get yours free with any large quarter-pounder range meal. Unleash your inner kid and collect all 6 glasses today at Macca's.
To Faruja. Got around the hooray. Shot on goal. And the Bloods, they're on the board here at Mackie Park. Contest. Sent a long kick towards the attacking 50. Johnson did the sharking and did the finishing. He's got 2 here at Mackie Park. And Carter, who plays on and goes into the pocket. Kite the target. He's got it. Kicks on its way. And he threads the needle straight over the goal umpire's hat. Boots wearing one at that. Right at the back. Couldn't take the mark. Excellent gather and shot on goal is terrific. What a finish from Bishop. Give the ball back. So he plays on, gives it to Minito, runs to 40, plenty on the kick. And he's snuck it in, Minito. 50 metres. Kicks on its way. It's not a bad effort. He likes it, Cadman. He's put it okay to Geordie Kite. Meshes the kick to Ryan Carter. Chance here for Sullivan. Loves a goal. And he didn't let the Bloods down. So Spiteri, for his first of the day, kicks on its way. Has he got the journey? He has. Darley get their 7th kicker, but we'll see how he goes. It's a clever kick. A good finish from a quality player. Welcome back to Darley Park ahead of highly anticipated second half conclusion to this elimination final 2. Darley 4-8-32 lead North Ballarat 4-3-27. Still anybody's game. Sunny skies overhead. Big happy Father's Day to one and all. We're not far off a start. Darley with a back 7 to start this third term, and they've been matched up like for like by the North Ballarat forwards. There goes Hovey, won the first tap to no real advantage. First gather in possession from Bewley to get the second half underway. Foot race on. Spiteri knocked it to what he thought was his own advantage, but Carey, the pursuant, was hot, could have given away a free kick, and it's going to come back, and he'll get that hold, Spiteri. And a chance for the Devils to go forward into the breeze. Of course, both sides, Sammy, proving that they can score into the breeze today.
Yeah, there's been real methodical build-ups against the breeze by both sides, and Spiteri, 65 from goal, can just set this up for the high flyers of Johnson and Wright, you feel. With a high kick inside 50, they all went to ground. Ball still alive in the paint for the Devils to go to attack. Umpire put whistle to mouth. Cabin circling was an option, but in the end, we'll get a ball up 35 from goal.
So Darley with the first inside 50 of the third term. Can they get bang for buck for what you would anticipate a minority of inside 50s given they're into the breeze? So North Ballarat have coughed it up. They've kicked the ball out of bounds on the full, and it'll be Adam as a party to take the resultant free kick and get the Devils another all-important inside 50. Kick goes forward, right in front. Second grab, couldn't hang on to it. Bewley gathered quick hands to Baker. Searching hand pass to Inglis. He was barreled up, gave it back to Baker. High up and under kick, didn't go the required distance. Big thump, defensive one at that from Hobbs. Found Nash close up against the boundary line. Ended up taking the phone call in the end. It went over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Worrying signs for North Ballarat's defence. The start, this one, Darley looking very threatening, and Wright was in position A. Couldn't quite bring it down and let the second bite at the cherry. Shallow throw in. Will actually favour Wright doing the ruck. We're reaching over the top. Ball comes out. No, it doesn't. Before the umpire puts whistle him out. Bewley was almost shaked and baked his way through and got to that natural left side to have a flying shot at the goal face. So we'll go again with McCallum winning it down for North Ballarat. Right there to try to hold things up. Spiteri, right foot kick towards the top of the square. Bouncing ball. Johnson around the body. Got it. Pops it through, and the Darley Devils against the breeze continues. That left the string, Toddy being the scoring end today, despite the strong 4 to 5 goal breeze to the right.
Yes, Johnson just doing what an X-Factor player does. He's a 12 possession player. And just what he does with those, it's just a luck of roll of the dice, and good luck to the opposition when he's on. And that finish there. Timely one for the Devils. Into the breeze, he gets it done. He gets his first, and more importantly, Darley's fifth, and an 11-point lead for Darley.
Very important start for the Devils against the breeze to get the first one through to Mercurial Johnson. One down there by Callum in the ruck. Clearance will come the way of the Devils, and Bewley. Left foot kick will go towards half-forward region. Fisted away there by Jenkins in defence. Towards the boundary line it goes. Right trying to keep it in, is seen over the line by the veteran and Hobbs, and we'll get a ball in 60 from goal.
Yeah, Hobbs was careful with Wright, so credit there. They had plenty of momentum through the tackle, and Wright was only going one way, and that was over the fence. Boundary throw in. Hovey and McCallum. Two of the big men. Polkinghorn. At speed, couldn't gather, might have caught one high. Umpire called play on. Spiteri with the tackle and holding the ball, said the umpire. Against Troon. And Bewley will take the resultant free kick. Well, a guy who looks exactly like him, that is him. Of course, Bewley and Baker adopting those same haircuts. How about the kick? Johnson's got it. Inside 50, into the breeze, kept it low. And Johnson was up to the task because just those aerial contest. Not easy on a swirly day like today with the breeze, Sammy.
Yeah, he did his work early on the lead too, got rid of his opponent, and it was an uncontested mark in the end, inside forward 50. Will Johnson kicked the first goal of the second half, and for 2 and as many minutes will start his approach. Difficult angle to work with the breeze. Start at the left-hand goal post and it'll bend its way through the big sticks. Johnson starts to the left, bends it towards the goal face, but too narrow, minor score.
Yeah, his method was right, but he's just, as you so often do when you're having a game of golf, you allow for too much borrow. And Darley get their 9th behind. They lead by 12 points. Big cheerio going out to the Greek boys tuning in California. The US of A, thanks for staying up. Kick comes back into play safely to Hobbs, who marks in front of Johnson. He plays on, hit the target by hand. Both sides have come undone with their handball today. This was another example of that as Denham gathered and sent the ball into the pocket towards right. Oh, he should have hung on to that. Ground level ball. Not out of trouble yet. And there's been a high tackle on a North Ballarat player. They'll get a free kick there on the last line of defence. It'll be Cockerell.
Yeah, one, as you said so well, Nicole, there, Toddy, one that Wright really should have hung on to. And all of a sudden could have been aiming from point blank range to make it a 3-goal margin in a tight affair. Cockerell, the beneficiary of the free kick, plays on, looks a little bit indecisive, not the most assured by foot, decides to go to the biggest man in the field, McCallum, left at the back there for Nash, who coughed it up by hand again. Opportunity for Bewley now, left foot kick towards the paint. Ground levels as a party, the spin move was nice, off to Duncan Cadman. What's he doing down there? Left foot kick hits the post. Hasn't got a goal for season 2024. In the most unlikely of positions, the left foot wobbly kick smashes into the woodwork for a minor score.
An eventful start to this third term that's predominantly being played in the Devils' half, and they're into the breeze. Kick was lucky, nearly coughed it up to Bishop. And there's some good pressure around the footy made on Andy Azzopardi. North Ballarat square away a stoppage. Darley lead by 13 points. Early stages, third term. They got the only goal of the quarter. Hurry kick out of the congestion. Cadman goes to thump. Meant for the boundary. Didn't get enough purchase on it. Gathered by Palmer. Quick hands poking on help without an umpire called play on. Hurry kick forward. Matthew Brett couldn't impact the contest. The gather from Joel Cadman was very good. The left foot kick went across the body. Myers with courage. Didn't know what was coming the other way. Took a nice overhead mark, so he wastes no time. Keeps it low into the breeze. Kick meant for right. Ball checked sideways on this turning deck here at Darley Park this afternoon. We've touched on that. Spiteri fired the hand pass out to Inglis. Kick across the body. Has missed to the left. Another opportunity gone begging for the Devils.
Another half opportunity for Darley. If they had been accurate on the score sheet, they really could have shut the game, put North Ballarat away. But 5-11 now, 41. That gives them a 14-point margin lead over North Ballarat, stuck on their halftime score of 4-3-27. Jenkins, lateral kick inboard, will find back the designated kicker in Carey. He'll go short in the direction of Lamb at start back, and it's a poor executed pass. Lucky reprieve, though, for North Ballarat.
Yeah, Devils were clumsy there.
Yeah, getting him over the shoulder. Lamb will have it inside his own defence, a true pretty much centre-half back. And in this term, a couple of fundamental issues coming out of the back half has been executed by North Ballarat. This one from Carey's careful and found the chest of Malachi White. He'll play on immediately. Darley player down in a bit of grimace and pain, and White thumps it inside forward 50, getting back. Billy Myers takes the mark unopposed inside his own defensive back 50. Short pass should find Denham, as Darley happy to go into a little bit of slow play at the moment, having a 14-point lead in this contest. Denham looks left and right.
Duncan Cadman, that play you speak of's come off the ground. Looks like he's got an arm complaint.
And the nice strong hands by Brett Bewley. Hasn't he started this term in fine fashion, taking a contested mark, not known for that part of the game, but shows it well there. Left foot kick, one thing he's known for is hitting targets, which he does, finds Hovey, and the build-up is superb from the Devils. Bewley wants it back from Hovey. He's ignored by the ruckman, who just thumps it down the line in the right direction. And in the end, maybe might be better getting it to Bewley on the outside, who's a more penetrating kick. He's turned over. Mark's taken there by Hobbs.
Yeah, numbers prevail. Hobbs short to White was okay. So they're on half back here. North Ballarat, short kick, Bishop from the side, got an important fist on it, but it favoured McMillan. They had a bit of luck there, North Ballarat, and the youngster Bishop still on the ground, so a couple of injured Devils at the moment. Kick goes forward, good stretch, outstretched hands of Lahure, took a nice overhead mark, and the youngster Bishop is in a world of hurt there on centre wing.
He hasn't moved there, Toddy, too, which just keeping a corner of my eye on that one. The trainer's with him now, but very struggling to get back to his feet. It looks like he's in a world of pain.
It's a knee. I think it's a knee. He's just motioning towards a knee, but they've let play go on here. Can you believe it? Chance here for McMillan. Now the whistle. There's some sanity has prevailed here at Darley Park. There'll be a brief intermission while Bishop, I'm tipping that's a knee. He looks in a world of hurt. And it looked fairly innocuous, as they so often can be, Sammy. And promising young player, debuted this year. Yeah, that's just horrific for the youngster.
We'll stick with the action here with Hovey winning down the ruck, coming through there with Sparkman, wrapped up immediately for another stationary ball up on pretty much true sewing on the broadcast side here. Been a great battle between the big men today. McCallum in top with the hit outs, but Hovey battling hard around the ground. Palmer maybe got one high, doesn't matter, got it to Polkinghorn, now to Bromley Lynch. A hurried smother kick goes forward only as far as 4 set. He coughed up by hands off to McMillan, and North Ballarat go inside 50 looking for Freeman in the lead. The kick was just in front of him and didn't hit him on the chest after the costly turnover wasn't capitalised, and we'll get a ball in inside 50 for the Roosters.
So North Ballarat yet to score with the breeze in this third term. Near 11 minutes gone. Darley have kicked 1 goal, 3 if you don't mind. Boundary throw in. Now it's North Ballarat's turn to press. McCallum in front. Went to the voice of Bromley Lynch, overcooked it. Bewley released the ball by hand. Gramble opportunity for Denham, who's been good the last couple of quarters. Second effort was better. Got it to Crawford. Threw the ball onto the boot territory gain. Gardner in front. Had it knocked away from him by Cockrell. Chance here for Driscoll. That was a lazy hand pass to get it towards Palmer. In from the side. That's nearly a free kick to Crawford for over the shoulder. Not forthcoming from the umpire. Right in front of the Darley faithful. And there'll be a ball up on centre wing, attacking side for North Ballarat.
North Ballarat need to make their move. We're getting into the mid stages of this third term here at Darley Park. One down by McCallum to Polkinghorn off the Palmer as he sends a high ball. It'll fall inside forward 50. Freeman wants it at the back. Myers got to the front and spoiled it out of bounds, Toddy.
Yeah, just got a little touch on it. It's, Joel Freeman just saying hello to Joel Cadman. A couple of Joels doing the Joel thing. So there'll be a boundary throw in. It'll be McCallum and Hovey. McCallum, double-fisted tap. Chance for White. Shouldn't get away from the vice-like grip of Joel Cadman. There'll be a ball up 15 metres out from goal. And the Devils seemingly 2 down at the moment with Bishop off. And he won't be back. And Duncan Cadman in a bit of pain. I think it might have been an elbow or something like that. But,
maybe just a stinger, Toddy. So I reckon he might be able to play through that one. As there's one down by McCallum in the ruck. Target was Freeman. He couldn't come away with it. Devils happy to hold things up. Been very good in this term, of course. The ball pretty much camped in their attacking half for the vast majority, despite going to the left of the screen and against the breeze. We'll go again. 30 from goal in a more central position. Tap over the shoulder to Nash. That was carbon copy of perfection. And the finish is a goal. And then Nash gets his third to match his number on the back for the afternoon.
Yeah, the only multiple goal scorer of the day. Gee, goals have been hard to come by. Low-scoring affair here at Darley Park. It took them the best part of 13 minutes to get their first major of the third term with the breeze. And Darley lead by 8 points. 5-11-41. North Ballarat 5-3-33.
And that goal's created by Cam McCallum in the ruck with his dominance to put it into a dangerous area. So what do? You bring him on the rotation, bring him off after he's single-handedly got you the first goal of the second half.
So all-important centre clearance to come here as Deering will assume the ruck duties against Hovey. Bromley Lynch, Lamb, Polkinghorn. The Denham, Adam Azzopardi and Baker. Bewley off for a rest. Here's the restart. No real advantage. Gee, Troon got a terrible bounce. Joel Cadman did well not to overcommit prematurely with the tackle. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. They're going to end up with the free kick in North Ballarat to Troon, who went wide to Polkinghorne, who took a mark on half forward for North Ballarat.
We'll go immediately inside forward 50. He was looking for the leader, Quinlan, but the entry was a tad shallow and getting in the way. The mark's taken by Crawford in defence for the Darley Devils. As I look to go long and wide and down the line, you would feel from this exit, a high ball will catch the breeze. Big fly on top by Cadman trying to spoil it to ground. And its follow-up tackle was good by the Devils as they hold things up in front of the electronic scoreboard. It's 5-11-41, Darley leading North Ballarat 5-3-33 with the 8 blemishes on the score sheet. The advantage of the Devils, and hand pass by Baker, got it to Gardner. We're back towards traffic and in the end headed towards the line and only a chest of North Ballarat. Out in the full mark, Darcy Maloney, you take your pick. The Roosters can go back into attack.
Maloney with the left boot goes short, and it was okay to Polkinghorne, who's been solid since quarter time. He's continued to accumulate, as we're so familiar with. He nearly ran his 25 metres there and then sent the ball forward. Crawford at the back's been okay today. Gathered there by Faulkner, tried to keep it in. But Lahure momentum carried he and the ball over the line for a throw-in. Some 25 metres around from the North Ballarat goal, who trailed by 8 points, tick over 15 minutes gone third term.
Yeah, well played by Lahure, breaking that one up. One of more underrated players in the competition. Does the job every week for Dan Jordan. On the best forward for either side, doing a fine one on Joel Freeman today, as the ball in was a shallow one and a ball up the result.
Yeah, well, it's a tough day aerially for forwards. Joel Freeman coming into the game with 18 goals from his last 4 games.
One down by Deering. Clearance to go the way of the Devils, though, in the way of Denham as he hits towards the line on the outer side. Ball out will be a win. Remarkably stays in the field of plays. It ricocheted off the boot there of Wright, gaining more vital territory down the line for the Darley Football Club, and that's a win for them. As they're kicking it to the left of the screen against the breeze, gaining any form of territory. And that far side of the ground, Toddy, is a win and a tick in the coach's box.
Yep, and they've got it further away than a kick for North Ballarat. So a chance here for Bromley Lynch, left foot kick across the body. One bounce and over the line for a boundary throw-in. Some 50 metres away from the North Ballarat goal.
Looks like Duncan Cadman's ready to check back in, boys. So it's good to see that he's recovered. I mean, as I said, a bit of a stinger on the elbow from that last contest. But, of course, no Bailey Bishop. He looks like his day is done with a knee. We'll go with the back of the action here live. Trying to come through there was Lamb. He couldn't gather. Quick hurried kick will go towards the full 4 position. A bounce at the back. Darley with the numbers of the cold face. Hand pass will go find its way towards Ward. Takes a bounce. Handballs over the top. Might work out okay. Inglis can gather. He'll go back towards Ward. Has the safety net of the boundary line. And in the end, they clear D50 with a bit of ease, Toddy, and get it out here towards the broadcast side.
Yeah, that was another almost moment by hand for the Devils. They've had, well, pardon the pun, a handful of those that have gone awry, but not easy in the breezy conditions, as we've touched on. Not even easy for the boundary umpire either, whose throw-in favoured Deering, who went by the tap to Arts. Inglis has always looked dangerous today. Chance here for Lamb, had it stripped from him. Ball went to ground. Bit of a stacks on the mill, and there'll be a ball up. Chances of players to take a breath. And the Devils, 5-11-41, lead North Ballarat 5-3-33, 17 and a half minutes gone third term.
Throw it with over Johnson, who knocks it to the advantage of Inglis, who's pinned with the one arm, stolen by Polkinghorne in the tackle. Troon trying to get boots the ball. Umpire waves play on Arts. Ushered it forward towards half forward. Ward backing back, couldn't take the mark. Brett has an opportunity to raffle it across there towards Cadman. Long right foot kick towards the vacant centre wing position. The foot race will be on in earnest. How will the bounce favour? Clever knock on by Denham. Got it over to a teammate there as Darley try to work it forward. Now an opportunity for Hovey. Right foot kick towards the top of the goal square. It's away into the pocket. And it couldn't get to the Brady right as it goes out of bounds.
Well, we'll call it a territory gain for the big fella. Into the breeze. And it was good to see him linking up in that chain, covering a bit of ground. That was an important bit of play there for the Devils to earn this boundary throw-in inside their front half. Boundary throw-in. Adam Azzopardi endeavouring to get the ball to sit up for him. It couldn't in the end. Kick out of defence has been cut off by Joel Cameron, who's had a good game today, Joel Cameron. Been happy with his contribution. Well, it's been pretty much an even one across the board from both sides. There's another wrap gone awry as Mel White marks that kick that went awry from Joel Cameron.
So White with it. Good user by foot usually. Take his full time and thump it down the line to what seems like a 3-on-1. Darley with the numbers, Myers waiting for it, able to gather, right foot kick will go back in that direction that it came from. The safety of the line will be a win for the Devils. Maloney keeps it alive for North Ballarat as his handballs partially smothered as it goes out of play, and a win for Darley as they go long and wide towards the boundary line and create a stoppage virtually opposite from our broadcast position, about 150 metres away, Toddy.
Yeah, good run down and tackle from young Fawcett. So there'll be a boundary throw in. Attacking side of centre wing, it'll be McCullum against Baker. Can you believe it? Now, McCullum got 2 hit-outs on that occasion. Such was the mismatch. Now, Lamb with an up and under towards half forward. Deering presented. Went with the fist on this occasion. Gardner was clean. How about the hand pass? Well, it went through the hands of Andy as a party. Awkward. High up and under. It's going to pay off, though, in the end. Luck's a fortune. Johnson gets on the end of it. Wastes no time. Kicks it to the advantage of Denham, who's been good. Props. Stops. And then gets around the big fella McCullum, sends the ball forward, right in front of it, knocked away from him. Umpire's picked out a free kick for a push, and Wright will go back and have a shot on goal.
Yeah, so when both arms go around you as the direct defender, it's what the umpire's looking for. It's an easy free kick to pay, and it was just pure panic from Cockerell in the marking contest because of the presence that Wright's had throughout the afternoon.
Free kick for a hug.
Yeah, pretty much is what it was, Toddy. You can call it a hug, you can call it a hold, but whatever it is, it's going to result in a shot on goal for Brady Wright. And he comes in and does the right thing and pops it through the big sticks. Thank you very much. Coming from the bleachers, I like that one. And a goal to the Darley Devils here against the breeze again, Toddy, to the left of screen. It just gives them that separation on the score sheet that they so valuably need. Ticking his time on.
Oh, he's so crucial for the Devils with his aerial presence forward. It really allows Dan Jordan to have Myers behind the ball, and his ability to cover the ground and present in front on a difficult day. He's been quality, right, and he's the sole multiple goal scorer from the Devils this afternoon. He has 2, and more importantly for the Devils, they lead by 14 points, 21 minutes gone third term.
The Roosters have it all to do. McCallum wins the hit out, but straight to his opposing number, and Johnson, who goes towards centre half forward. Spark from behind the footy will take the mark and go immediately. Wants to head towards the broadcast side. Leaving his direct opponent was Crawford. Couldn't even get the ball moving forward. Quick hand pass by Ward. Brody found Mitch. He got the handball over the top towards Crawford. Back towards Mitch, who's then bared down the tackle there by Nash and taken over the line. There's a bit of push and shove, a little bit how you doing. As, of course, a bit of feeling comes into this elimination final at Darley Park.
Boundary throw in. Half forward for North Ballarat. They waste no time. McCullum will nearly contest this uncontested. He does, and he got it to Polkinghorn. He coughed it up. Well, Andy has the party drop what he should have taken. Opened the door for White. He couldn't gather. Bewley could. Searching hand pass met for Fawcett. Found the boundary line. There'll be a throw in on half forward for North Ballarat.
Been terrific this term, have the Darley Devils. Really have come out since half-time with more vigour around the contest, and despite McCallum's dominance in the hit-outs, Darley continue to usher the ball forward at all costs, and ball in will favour McCallum in front. He just, the big fella, took it out of the air, but was smothered by Azzopardi. Hand pass by Inglis, off to the speedster. Spiteri goes for a run with a right foot kick, looking for Wright, and he's got a vacant goal square if he wants to go quickly, but Brady says, I'm going to take my time and go back, have his 30, and a set shot and goal directly in front, 45 metres out, Toddy.
Right again. Kick 2. And he's kicked both of those into the breeze. Of course, he had one shot with the breeze in that second term. Well, that ended up on the Western Highway, and it was a point. So right from 50, plenty on the kick. Right, always right. Take the goal. Johnson had a snatch at it, but had it knocked away from him and through for a rushed behind. Darley 6-12-48. They've kicked 2 goals for this term to North Ballarat's 1 goal straight. The advantage, 15 points, time on third term.
So Wright doing well, very well to the left of screen, if you don't mind. There's a short ball from Carey out defence. Just trying to find Sparkman. Turnover incoming as a party. Hand pass was a little underground and a little bit poor. Stiff arm from McCallum got it away. North Ballarat chain of hand passes ends up with Lamb. Now Reggie Palmer. Right foot kick down the line. Hoping for Freeman, who is caught from behind. Has to bring it to the ground, which he does on this occasion. Darley with the numbers at the coalface. Well played by Ward. Off there to Baker. Now to Crawford. Long right foot kick will just fall shallow inside 50. Big fly from the side from Driscoll. Couldn't complete the mark for North Ballarat. Here's Sparkman. Out the back towards Cockrell. Has the safety of the line, and he expected the key defender just to walk this one over, which he does.
Yeah, only wonder Wright gets hurt every couple of months. I mean, just his attack on the ball there, just crash and bash, and his body just falls in awkward places when he hits the deck. Having a good game.
Yeah, he's been certainly the most prominent forward on the ground for either side, in my opinion. Opportunity here's Bewley. Wheels around to that trusty left, thumps it towards the top of the goal square. Gardner forced to spoil, brings it to the ground. Purchase walks it over the line, and a stoppage deep inside forward 50 would only bring a smile to any of the Darley fans and faithful in attendance or watching at home here on the Red Onion live stream.
Near 25 minutes gone, third term. Darley in attack. Boundary throw in. It'll be Wright and McCallum to contest the ruck deal. Wright got a hand on that. Bewley tried to snatch it, couldn't. Spiteri gather, cop one high. Umpire said no, there'll be a ball up.
Yeah, the case there, I reckon Lee just coming through the traffic. It went to ground slightly with the lowering of the knees, but the contact's high in my book, Toddy. It's a free kick.
The restart, tap one by McCallum. Shark there by Polkihorn, held without it. Umpire called play on. Unlucky there. Baker gathered. Just knocked it out to the advantage of Fawcett. Baker was quite happy to get it out of bounds. Fawcett somehow kept it in, but they've squared away a stoppage, and there'll be a ball up some 60 metres away from the Darley goal.
Been good today, Luther Baker, coming in the course of the game with a bit of an injury cloud and hasn't missed a beat this afternoon. Once again, just accumulated plenty of possession as McCallum got the clearance, taking out the ruck and just gaining territory as it wobbles out of play on true centre wing on the broadcast side.
Near 26 minutes gone, third term. Boundary throw in. It'll be McCallum and Johnson. Tap one by McCallum again. How's the bounce? Bewley fired the hand pass out to Adam Azzopardi, who went with the left boot along the line looking for Fawcett. Can he keep it in? Well, he was clever. Kept the ball alive with a dribbling ball, presenting clean bowled Inglis. Not for the first time today. Gathered by Gardner. Indecisive. Went by hand pass in the end. Chance for Fawcett. Got ball to boot. High up and under kick. Right. Got a bit of it. Ground level. Oh, look out. Crawford. Crawford's kicked a goal. He's had a fair game too, Crawford. One of the lesser knowns, with all respect, in that sort of, given the prominence of the Bewleys and the Myers, etc., etc. Crawford, a depth player at the club, has had an impact in defence across centre wing and now with that goal forward.
Well, you're right, Toddy, and obviously wasn't part of the premiership side last year, so that's a very fair statement to make. And, well, the Devils to the left of screen, haven't they just been so good today against the Breeze, just assessing conditions better? Take the tally now to 7-12-54 to 5-3-33. North Ballarat in big trouble of their season 2024 coming to an end here at Darley Park. Quick kick forwards, fisted away, back into the corridor. As the party puts the head down, Quinlan got him. Umpire lets it roll on. And in the end, we'll say, give it to me, I'll throw it in the air at the 27 mark of the third term.
Entertaining game of footy. Nothing taken for granted. Both sides have learnt that with wasteful opportunities with the Breeze. So it's game on. So Baker with the tackle on Bromley Lynch. And as is so often the case when you play North Ballarat, it's taken a majority of the Darley Devils to earn this lead at the moment. Gardner went with the soccer, hopeful. Got it towards out of centre wing. Troon was slung. Umpire called play on. Quinlan tackled. Ball is released. Open the door for Lamb. Threw the ball onto the boot. Here's an opportunity for North Ballarat. Freeman going back. Oh, he made a good effort at it. But Devils got numbers through Joel Cadman being good. Kick, dangerous one. Cut off there by Bromley Lynch. And it's a goal.
Yeah, well played by TBL there coming through. The acting skipper today took the mark, kicked the goal, and that's the inspiration lift that they will need to be any chance of coming back in this one. as Cadman will have sung his praises all day today, Toddy. That exit kick just hung up in the air just a little bit too long. And Bromley Lynch was able to just pick the pocket of his direct opponent, stream in, and goal from 30 metres out.
Yeah, real team lifter for North Ballarat. And they're within 15 points. They've kicked the 2 goals, so they've been on song on the accuracy front this term. But they're 6-3-39, the Devils, for this quarter. 3 goals for, all being into that tricky breeze.
They have to get one more, you feel, just before the three-quarter time sign to give themselves any chance of mowing down the Devils here at Darley Park, who have the breeze to the right of the screen in the last quarter. And they'll come out of the middle through Lamb. Right foot kick inside 50. Deering's in front. Was touched on the boot. Gave it to Quinlan. Right foot kick will go towards the top of the goal square. Freeman corner 1-1 with Lahoure. Lahoure uses the safety of the boundary line and gets it out of play.
Yeah, did well there, Lahoure. And, that was just an excellent quick clearance out of the middle there from North Ballarat. We haven't seen a lot of that this afternoon. It was decisive and looked every bit dangerous.
Shallow throw should favour McCallum in front. Was looking for White to try to come through. He couldn't. Ward went hot by hand towards Baker, and the safety of the line works out for the Devils. But you're right, Toddy. They came through the centre clearance with a bit of pace, and that's why Lamb's gone inside. That's why Malachi White's now gone inside to finish the term, because they have to try to be proactive to score to try to run down this Darley Devils lead. 19
scoring shots to 9 equates to a 15-point lead for Darley. There's the throw-in. McCallum went over his head. Ward, or Baker spent it before he had enough possession of it. Coughed it up to Sparkman. Kick across the body. It's been well read off the boot by Joel Cadman, who wastes no time with the left boot. Now Inglis needs a favourable bounce, and it's set up for him well. He got the reinforcement. Speak of Myers. Goes along the line with that awkward kick, and it's gone out of bounds on the full. Turnover opportunity for North Ballarat deep in time on third term.
Can they go quick enough? Troon goes short. Finds a chest. Mark's taken by Purchase. As he be able to send the footy inside 50 once again for North Ballarat. High kick into the pocket. Deering at the back. Myers at the front. Myers too good. Takes the mark inside his own defensive 50. It's been the Millie Myers end today with inside the fence. Come up with a fair bit of a hobble though, Toddy, which we'll have to keep an eye on.
I hope that's not a calf.
Just not looking 100%, a lot of discomfort, but we'll take his kick. Long right football will come out of the fence. Holds up in the breeze, of course. McCallum going underneath and in the air was outsmarted by Johnston. And a nice mark is taken by the Devils on the far side, and they can really hold things up to close this third term.
Inglis goes along the line. Gee, that Myers kick into the breeze was a terrific one at that. He got about 50 metres now, right? Nearly got on the end of that kick. Couldn't quite hang on to the mark. Had a good piece of it. The dribbling ball gains a little bit of territory for the Devils as they work the ball up towards half forward out of side of the ground.
As the siren sounded despite the ball being out of play, which is a bit interesting, Todd.
Good observation there,
well,
Sammy.
Time off, I would have thought. But anyway, there's a little minor thing. And what it does, though, signal is three-quarter time and a lead for the Devils here at Darley Park. 7-12, 54 to 6-3, 39. Kicking with the breeze from here. You'd have to say they are more than warm favourites to finish this game in front. But you know for one thing for sure, Toddy, that a Brendan McCartney side is always a chance, and against all odds, I guess the old Fox have one final trick as senior coach of North Ballarat.
Well, he'll be leaving it all out there. He'll have every bit of trust in his playing group as he has done over his 4 seasons at the club. And no doubt they'll do their best for Brendan, who's been a bonus addition to the BFNL coaching stocks. You've just got to have a look at the other coaches that have since come into the competition. And, it's just not the nice clubman that's coaching clubs anymore. There's a real investment coming from a higher level to teach these players now.
No, you're right, Toddy, and it also helps build up the fact that we have such a good junior program coming through at the Ballarat Football Netball League. So I guess that advantage to be able to develop and prosper and have these great young talent get to the highest point of their careers and really get to that next level.
Darley lead at three-quarter time, 7-12-54. North Ballarat 6-3-39. The Devils led by 5 points at halftime and extended into the breeze to a 15-point lead. They kicked 3 goals for to North Ballarat's 2 goals for that term, and they've got an all-important 15-point lead. But as we saw in that second term, when Darley had their chance with the breeze, they could only manage 2 goals of their own. The goal scorers at three-quarter time for the leaders: Brady Wright has 2, 1 each to Inglis, Baker, Andy Azzopardi, Johnson and Crawford. Whilst for North Ballarat, Nash has 3, 1 each to Freeman, Faulkner and Bromley Lynch. A break and back with the final quarter action in around 5 minutes' time.
Love is all
Your
that
favourite
I
McDonald's
give.
collectibles from the past are now available on collectible glasses. Get yours free with any large quarter pounder range meal. Unleash your inner kid and collect all 6 glasses today at Macca's.
It's the Ballarat Football Netball League Top 5 for round 18. Number 1, Lachlan McLean here from Redan. He sells the candy, takes off, goes bang, puts it through the hey diddle diddle. Number 2 here is Andrew Hooper from Ballarat. Just a clean pick up this, scoops it up, right foot snap, and it's through. Number 3, Joel Cadman here. Just a classy finish, drop punt, right in the corner there. Bang! Ho ho ho! Doesn't get better than that. Number 4 here, Bailey Thompson from the Lakers. He was tight, it was hard in his hands, then he had to take off, and he did, and he unloads from 50 and it goes all the way home. Number 5, I've got a double feature here. First we start off with Ryan Porter from Backer Smash. He was out of the ruck contest, gets it, snaps it, goals it. We love that, brilliant goal. And then a little bit later in the game, it was Jack McCreary's turn, almost the same thing. Little bit of deja vu going on. McCreary gets it, bang, right in the same spot, and a great goal.
Welcome back to Darley Park for the second elimination final in the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League. Sam Young, Todd Whelan bringing action live here this afternoon with North Ballarat having an uphill battle going against the breeze left of screen, trailing by 15 points. Can they pull the rabbit out of the hat, similar to what the Ballarat Swans did yesterday? Well, won't go their way to start with Hovey will get in the centre clearance, sending it inside forward 50 for the Devils. Out the back, the ball bounces into the right forward pocket. Slapped out the fence there by Hobbs, taken away there by Cadman. Long, high entry inside forward 50. And Hobbs looked at Cockrell and said, I guess I will go. The veteran couldn't complete the mark. Polkinghorn spun in the tackle. Right foot kick clearing by North Ballarat. Pitches before the line and out of bounds it goes. And we should get a boundary thrown in front of the electronic scoreboard, which reads Darley 7-12-54, leading North Ballarat 6-3-39.
Boundary throw in. McCullum and Hovey. And Hovey with that important early clearance in the opening minutes here. Confidence should be up for the big man, despite being up against McCullum. Baker's hand pass found Joel Cadman. His hand pass was intercepted. Riley Polkinghorn went by foot. Ball held up into the breeze. It was well read by Duncan Cadman. He's got a smile on his face now. Back onto the ground after a stinger in that third term. He looked a little uncomfortable with an arm injury.
Goes long and will fall inside 50 to the right. At the full stretch, can take the mark. North Ballarat able to get some players around the drop of the ball to hold things up, a true centre-half back position here, but it needs to be perfect footy from here, Todd. You'd have to say it needs to almost be like a 3-0 term against the breeze if North going to be any chance of pinching this one in an unlikely fashion. As back with the action, Baker tried to get it off to Azapati, who was held, and it'll be a free kick going the way of the Darley Devils, about 60 from goal in a central position.
Yeah, it was soft, but it was there. It was unnecessary, really, from North Ballarat. So Adam Azapati goes out in the Myers direction. He's got it. Terrific contested mark. Hasn't been many of those this afternoon. It's been a game of moments today, and Billy Myers has just had his.
Well, shooting for a similar spot when you speak at these sides and finals in terms of distance and angle. And Billy Myers for what I would feel almost be the killer blow in this contest on a 45-degree angle, about 30 metres out.
Darley's leading goal kicker in season 2024. Of course, he kicked 50 goals last year, 31 this year, and a shot on goal to come. Keeps it low, and he smashes it straight into the goal post. So, a pulse for North Ballarat.
So North Ballarat, how brave are they early here with Sparkman doing the kicking duties? Well, let's go long and wide to the outer side as the option. A long penetrating kick despite being against the breeze. Freeman can't get there to impact the contest. Numbers with the Devils at the fore of the pack. They can raffle it behind the footy. They can get it there towards a teammate. North Ballarat just usher it forward. Quick kick by White. Cut off there by Lahure, who's taken on the line and dumped by Arts, who apologises for probably the slightly overnecessariness of the tackle and says, we'll get a boundary throw in.
Only one of us is wearing a helmet here, said Lahure to Arts. So boundary throw in. It'll be Hovey and McCullum again. Hovey earned front position, but couldn't impact the contest as Polkinghorn's hand pass was searching to McCullum. Hand pass from Adam Azapati was nearly as good as a kick, but it was cut off by Carey. Ball fell now into the hands of Palmer. It was a poor kick. And it's out of bounds on the full, and the Devils will repel.
Rick Cadman, who's been one of the best today for the Darley Devils, will concede territory towards Brett as they try to make Darley Park look big and try to open up the broadcast side. He wants to go long, down the line with the kick. Got behind his Bewley. Somehow almost pinched the pocket of his direct opponent, and Palmer gets the clearing kick. Cadman, strong. Took the mark, backing back with courage. Gives off the hand pass as the Devils will thump another one towards the half-forward flank region. Bewley couldn't complete the mark on this occasion. Fights for it at ground level. And in the end, a stoppage will be enough of a result there for the skipper in front of the electronic scoreboard, which will bring a smile to his face at the moment. 7 goals, 13-55. The Darley Devils lead North Ballarat 6-3-39.
Brodie Ward with a couple of confidence-building touches early in this fourth term. Tap one by Hovey. Ball will find its way, as it so often has this afternoon, over the line for a boundary throw-in right in front of the scoreboard. Darley lead by 16 points after they led by 15 at three-quarter time. As time ticks away, near 5 minutes gone, final term.
McCallum in the ruck against Hovey. Ball in. Well, short of both ruckmen in the ends. Denham got it to Cadman. A hurried kick forwards taken by Baker as he went over the shoulder and hoped more than anything. Pressure around the cold face is good, and Mal White's been wrapped up in the tackle. Ball up. The instant result as the umpire put whistle to mouth, and we'll give it a quick restart on the outer side. McCallum and Hovey. One down towards the boundary line as a party. Gets the kick forward for the Devils. Will just fall inside 50. Sparkman getting back. We'll try to clear D50 with a long right foot kick. Very close towards that boundary line as it has been all afternoon. At the back, Crawford. Manufactured something down the line. Bounced in front of Spiteri. North Ballarat with a hand pass. Got it towards Troon. Had to be good and went out wide. So we had the voice of a teammate there in Jenkins. He couldn't quite gather as a hot footy on the outside. A quick kick forward by the Devils heads towards the line, and we'll get a ball up or a ball in. You take your pick.
16 minutes, 16-point lead to the Devils. In the event of a win, they'll meet Melton next week in a second semi-final. There's the ball up. No ruckman could impact the contest. So McCallum did the roving. Hand passed the ball forward in the arts direction. Was gathered by Crawford. Outside of the right boot with a high up and under kick. Umpire will pay the mark. Juggling attempt. Dropped there by Palmer. Open the door for the Devils. Cockrell caught over the footy. Pressure good from Spiteri. They're hustling well here, the Devils. The ball spews out. It finds Bewley. Didn't go the required. Somehow got boot to ball cleverly. Over towards Denham. That too wouldn't have gone the required distance. Cockrell, you go on. Tackled by Myers. Ball at ground level. Swarm of players around the footy. Gee, you can't question the intent of both sides this afternoon, Sammy.
Yeah, you're right there, Toddy. And the umpire just put the whistle away for that moment. It was right calls, though. The ball didn't go the required journey. And let the boys play, says the umpire. Inside forward 50 for the Devils. Looking for that final killer blow to see off North Ballarat in season 2024. McCallum got the tap. Arch trying with the clearance. Bewley diving in. Couldn't quite gather. Quick hand pass there from Driscoll. Couldn't find its target as it's bouncing between a few plays in there. Umpire lets it roll on. Devils come our way with it. As a party, long kick towards the square. Johnson in front. Couldn't complete the mark. Had a fair to his jumper held. Left foot kick around the body. Keeps it alive. North Ballarat can see it through for a minor score. If they can get possession, they can. Right foot snap coming up and a goal!
Yeah, terrific Inglis. He just knows how to find the goals. And he's second of the afternoon, and Darley get that much-needed pressure-off goal in this final term.
I say it's game, set, and match, Toddy there. Inglis getting it between the big sticks. It's too big of an uphill battle, I feel, for North Ballarat and Brendan McCartney's men from here.
Margin out to 22 points after the Devils led by 5 points at half-time. They extended to 15 at three-quarter time, and it's now 22 points. Near 8 minutes gone, final term. A little bit of resignation on the face of a couple of North Ballarat players as they come to the bench. They've fought hard. They've been undermanned for the most part of the year, whilst the Devils have their own struggles getting their best 22 on the ground. They're closer to getting theirs than North Ballarat at the moment.
White, hand pass was interrupted there by Azzopardi as he will send it inside 50 with a bouncing ball. Baker trying to work behind Troon, ends up in Baker's hands. Left foot snap towards the top of the square. Myers went with the outstretched right arm, couldn't take the mark, and the ball spills out the back and out of bounds.
Yeah, and guess who was swarming like bees to honey? Harley Inglis, dangerous around goal. He's kicked 24 goals this season. Inglis, it's a good return from a small forward. Throw in. Darley in attack once again. Myers to contest the ruck. Grabbed it out of the ruck. Gave the don't argue. Now he's in trouble. Somehow got ball to boot. But the umpire has penalised Myers for the fend-off. And Carey will take the resultant free kick.
So Isaac Carey will come out of defence for North Ballarat. And they have to be brave from here, you feel. Oh, and that kick is just as bad as it gets, as he's just laced out his direct opponent in Lee Spiteri to take the mark and line up from 35 on a 45-degree angle.
Speaking of players who love a goal, Spiteri, he's right in his zone here. He's had a good, honest game, and when others struggle to pick up ground ball, Spiteri is an example. He's one of the better exponents. below the knees, but a shot on goal here with a deliberate approach, 35 metres out. Kicks on its way. He's controlled that well, Spiteri. The Devils like it. They come from everywhere to rejoice on the back of a game-high lead now. They extend 9-13-67. They lead North Ballarat 6-3-39.
If you like that goal there, Toddy, from Spiteri, all but certifies the fact that they'll be at least in the preliminary final now, the Devils. Of course, the way the top 6 competition works, we'll take on Melton next week. The winner would go through the grand final. The loser would be in the preliminary final. So, the advantage of finishing third on the ladder, just outside the top 2, coming to the forefront once again in the McDonald's Ballarat Football Netball League.
Well, it's only an advantage if you win, because if you lose, you're out.
Of course.
So the big question in the event of Darley likely winning here with a 28-point lead at the 10.5-minute mark is, where will they play the game next week? Of course, it was suggested that it would be played at Darley Park, but Melton have finished above the Devils, so it'll be interesting. Let's watch this space.
Well, the history suggests after last year with East Point finishing 6th and playing an elimination final away home against Sebastopol, that they'll be played here, I would have thought, Todd, but we'll see what happens as we'll get back on the way with the action. Darley not finished with this one. Hovey will thump a long one inside forward 50 with the bouncing ball will go out of play and we'll get a ball in deep inside 50, about 30 metres out from goal.
I think McCullum and Hovey will end up in the best players for both their respective sides. They both had an impact. McCullum, at stoppage, but in general play and around the ground, I think Hovey's had his measure.
I tend to agree with you, Toddy, but Myers will do the forward rucking as he did previously in this term. Neutrally one down towards the boundary line and out of bounds. It's just time ticking up the clock at this point. The result feels academic from here with the Devils 9-13-67 leading North Ballarat 6-3-39. A game high 28-point margin here at Darley Park favouring the home side. The Devils will go once again 30 out from goal. Myers works his way to the front, went with the hot hands, was cut off by Troon. He goes with up and down hand pass towards the boundary line. And there was Bewley to Azzopardi. A hurry kick forward will be seen out of play. And again, a stoppage inside forward 50 for the Devils. A good result for them.
Tick over 12 minutes gone final term. Darley lead by 28 points. And with the breeze in this final term, boundary throw in. Myers and McCullum again. McCullum had front spot. Denham nearly stole it. Quick hands from Jenkins. Got some space towards Palmer. Who got the handball received. Kick towards half forward for the Devils. Shark there by Deering, who got it to Faulkner, who sent the ball along the line. He might have missed everything he did. It's gone out of bounds on the full.
Some more pain to be inflicted coming up by the Devils to North Ballarat, who finished the year in 6th place. Had a host of injuries throughout season 2024. I mean, you look at the names not there this afternoon. Of course, a couple of VFL duties, but you add in the loaders. You add in Brock Leonard. They've missed some key cogs, and of course their captain Simon McCartan to go inside 50 right with a big stretch, couldn't complete the mark. Ball still alive for Darley on the paint. Hand pass there from Lamb was towards the boundary line, and in the end the umpire will say, "Give it to me, I'll throw it in the air."
Restart, ball up. Plenty of footy played over in that pocket over the last couple of days. Chance for Bewley, searching hand pass away from the stoppage to space. Denham had 3 Roosters on his hammer. He's happy to gather and take it over the line for a boundary throw-in. Time ticking away for North Ballarat. 13.5 minutes gone. Final term here. Just seems like a bridge too far into the breeze and trailing by 28 points.
Hovey wins it down. Bewley on his non-natural side, and you can see with the kick as it will fall towards the top of the square, right from the front. It's fisted from behind there by Cockrell. Maloney wants to get it to the line, which he does, and out of play for another boundary throw. And game high, 28-point margin. The Devils have all but booked their place in the semi-final next week against Melton, with a strong second half showing here in the elimination final against North Ballarat.
So it'll be Wright and McCullum. So McCullum won that tap, thumped the ball towards the boundary line. Bewley gathered, just hand passed it over the line really in the end. There'll be a throw in, 65 metres around from the Darley goal. So since half-time, the Devils have kicked 5 goals, 5 to North Ballarat's 2 goals straight. So, yeah, just the two scoring shots in North Ballarat in their second half. And that's equated to a 28-point deficit. Devils on top here. Ground ball gathered by Spiteri. Kicked the last goal of the game. He's held up by Driscoll. And there'll be a ball up 50 metres out from the Darley goal.
So the ball's been camped on that far side, virtually from our broadcast position, about 150 metres away from us. Bewley tucked it against the boundary line. Flying shot on goal face. Always looked near side, and in the end hasn't even registered a score as it's gone out on the full. He just felt like there was a moment there for something special, and if there was ever a man to do it, it would have been Bewley, who's, of course, the reigning Henderson medalist, back-to-back winners, and still a chance for a third this year.
Yeah, indeed. He's got some tough competition, though, and he missed 3 games, I think, Bewley this year, and spent some time on the bench being managed. But more later on that. Dangerous kick. Well, they did take a risk. Good on them, North Ballarat. Force it. Got a fist on the ball away from Purchase. To be a boundary throw in 35 metres around from the Darley goal.
Yeah, well, they're better off trying to lose this game by 10 goals, trying to wrestle back anything in the contest. You might as well take caution and win because their season's coming to an end with a loss this afternoon, Toddy.
Yeah, indeed. Throw in. McCallum again. Tried hard, Myers. You'll get the hold here. And a shot on goal coming for Myers. Near identical spot, just a few metres further out. And, of course, the last shot from here, cannon into the goalpost. So Myers with a chance to atone. Interesting to see what time, in the event of a Myers goal here, that Jordan will consider parking his top-end talent. So it'll be Myers. Kicks on its way. And that's off to the right. So they might have to stay out there just a little bit longer. 9-14-68 Darley. Lead North Ballarat 6-3-39.
Carey, better this time by foot, but it didn't go the required journey. So Purchase has to play on immediately. Turns to his non-preferred left side. Dump kick out towards the broadcast side. Was in the direction of Freeman. Had to wait down. Got the crumbs. Long right foot kick. Nobody home. Brett will mark this. Well, he should have marked this. He does in the end of the juggling attempt on true centre wing on the broadcast side. And what a player he's been. Every time he suits up in the black and white, Matthew Brett never plays a bad game as he thumps it inside forward 50. Big one at the back. Myers waiting for it. Right foot snap, and he's got it. Icing firmly on the cake now, Toddy. The big guns can go to the bench. They can put their feet up. The Devils have done enough to book their place in the semi-final next week against Melton.
Yeah, Myers, he huffed and he puffed with his previous 2 shots on goal, and on that occasion he blew the house down and got his first of the afternoon. And Darley's 10th. And Wright and Inglis, the 2 multiple goal scorers for the Devils. They have 2 each. Baker, Andy Azzopardi, Johnson, Crawford, Spiteri, and now Myers. Makes up the Devils 10 goals. For North Ballarat, Nash has 3, and 1 each to Freeman, Faulkner, and Bromley Lynch.
So Freeman now going into the ruck to go against Johnson, as all the big players probably for both sides now probably spending some time on the benches. One side's season comes to an end. Bewley, right foot kick will come towards half forward. Sits out in front of Inglis. Goes for a run. Flying shot at the goal face. Right towards right and all the way through. Nobody touched it. Harley Inglis with his own contender for goal that day. There'll be a little bit of consultation by the umpires to see if there was a final touch on the line. Brady Wright immediately indicated that nobody had touched it, and that's just what the umpire says. The 2-finger salute, another goal, party time, dreamland for the Devils, Toddy. Another one to Harley Inglis.
Finally, a bit of luck in front of goal there for Inglis. He could have almost had 5 goals today. Well, he does have 3. There were a couple of comical moments due to the, at times abhorrent conditions on the wind front. I just had some clarification on that miscued effort from Inglis into the breeze early in the game, and just with the ball drop, the wind just blew it away and he missed his foot.
Any excuse they can make, Tony, when they miss the sitters. We'll go back underway here. Johnson got the hit out, just ushered forward, and then, going nowhere. Polkinghorn's wrapped up there by Baker. He's battled hard, Riley Polkinghorn. He's returned since round 10 action. McMillan coming off the wing. His hand pass is poor. Cadman, who's been super, broke the tackle not once but twice but 3 times. His kick was partially smothered forward. Johnson, right foot kicks a high one, bending towards half forward. Inglis from the side, did well to compete in the air, the little fella. Bounced up strong, gave it off to Crawford. Right foot kick, will go towards full forward. Big Fisto topped by Deering. Waiting down for is Driscoll, and he'll be locked up 25 metres out at the full back position.
Good forward pressure from Spiteri on that occasion to lock it in. The Devils front half. They lead by 41 points. Near time on final term. Freeman with the tap. Only as far as Adam Azzopardi. Forced to release by hand. Only as far as White. And the kick found McMillan, who played on it. Went by hand to Freeman. He'll just chip it out in front of Arts. That was a good kick, and that'll be almost 50 metres as he pushed this after he marked the ball, Arts. But the umpire said play on. So the kick into the middle of the ground. The Devils have got numbers through Matthew Brett. Just needs to sit up for him. The gather was clean. Got it to Inglis, who's had a good game. Likewise, Joel Cadman. Sent it forward to Spiteri. Just outpointed Driscoll on that occasion. And this kick from here, while the breeze at his back, will test Spiteri. Given the nature of the kick, he's going to have to start it wide and have plenty on it to bend it back.
It's just great to see a fully fit Lee Spiteri in season 2024 just about. To the back half of the season anyway here today.
Yeah, just the one hammy this year for Spiteri.
That's pretty good for his recent years. Of course, was on the VFL program at Geelong back in the day, so highly talented prospect and being in fine form this afternoon. With one goal to his name in the final term, he comes with the right foot kick. It's going to fall short on the line and be seen through for a minor score.
Oh, I forgot broken finger.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
One soft tissue.
Yeah, he's been in the wars the last few years, unfortunately, Spiteri, but when he gets some continuity, he's dangerous at ground level and, more importantly, for the Devils around goal. Margin now 42 points. 7 goals. Carey brings the ball back into play. Goes out of side to an outnumber. Chance here for Trude if he can sit up for him. He kept his feet. And now he's gone to ground and the stoppage will be squared away. There'll be a ball up. Attacking side of centre wing. Outer side of the ground for the Devils, who lead by 42 points.
And Academic is the result from here. As we'll go once again on the outer side. Freeman trying to take out of the ruck. Couldn't get boots the ball. Darley able to send it forward, but only as far as Driscoll at half back. Driscoll's wobbly kick forward, be cut off as he tried to pierce one with a laser-like ball, and the Devils try to go forward, trying to find Baker. Sparkman picked it off, was collected late as he kicked, and result in a downfield free kick as he tried to launch that one forward. So North Ballarat can now go to attack for a rarity in this term left to screen. As it looks like might be Maxie Faulkner will be the beneficiary of the downfield free kick. We'll just chip it wide. Finds its target. Opportunity for North Ballarat again to set one up and try to give their home fans made to travel up here to Darley Park today something to smile with to finish the afternoon with.
So from outside 50, Troon lowers the eyes. It was a poor kick. It was cut off in the end by Denham, who's had a good game, a return game after his round 18 rest. Got it to Hovey. He too been good. Tumbling kick to outer centre wing. Johnson couldn't take the mark. Gathered by Hobbs. Found Carey, who went to ground. Released the ball by hand for Maloney. He did well in the end. Got it to Sparkman, who went back by hand to Polkinghorn. Right foot kick. Shallow entry inside 50. Freeman at the back. Nice overhead mark taken there by Freeman. And he'll have a shot here from about 50. Well, this will test anyone going around from here. So he elects to keep it low. Kicked it into the man on the mark. Shark there by Arts. Kick across the body. He's been cut off by Wright, who's taken a mark on the last line of defence for the Devils.
He goes short and wide to the outer side. Inglis allows it to bounce. Handball over the top was to himself, if you don't mind. He's done that twice now. One in the own goal square to have a shot on goal, and now on the half-back line and is wrapped up in the tackle. Does that count as prior opportunity, Tony, if you handball it to yourself? I don't know. Follow up with the result here as we're in the later stages of this one here at Darley Park. The Devils firmly in control on the score sheet now. Game high 42-point margin lead. Fisted forward by Freeman now inside 50 for the Roosters. Brett, the wall and the fence off to Crawford. Right foot kick into the middle of Darley Park. Cadman had it fisted away by Hobbs over the top. Troon ran past the footy to apply the bump, and Johnson said, I'll just go get it then Nelson.
Oh, paying a free kick to...
Paid a free kick will go the way of North Ballarat.
Yeah, and Johnson every reason to be unsure of what that was for. So Carey with ball in hand. He'll go short and wide. And that kick's been a difficult one all day, but the youngster Maloney looks like a likely type. Left foot kick in front. Hovey couldn't take the mark. Grand ball opportunity for Faulkner. Quick hands to Nash. He's already kicked 3. Flying shot at the goals is off to the right. through for a minor score. North Ballarat's first score of the final term.
Yeah, all too late in this one as the Devils come out broadcast side naturally as Brett will thump a long wobbly one in the direction of Fawcett. Driscoll with the fist, we'll see it towards the boundary line, and out of play will go in between the two coaches' boxes here on True Centre Wing on the broadcast side. Played almost now 25 minutes here at Darley Park in the elimination final. The Devils 11-15, 81, lead North Ballarat 6-4-40.
Myers done for the day. He's off. Brady Wright, he's done. Parked. Out of the ruck goes Freeman by hand. Coughed it up to Fawcett. Kick across the body. Went through the hands of Inglis. Had an up and down day, Inglis, but he's still featured among the best for the Devils. Freeman has had a couple of possessions in this final term. He went short. The kick was okay and found Purchase, who's got Lamb on his outside. He'll get onto his preferred right and send North Ballarat into attack. Nash was disciplined with the spoil. Gave it, getting the ground ball there was Arts. Dribbling ball across the face will find its way over the line for a boundary throw-in adjacent to the North Ballarat point post. There'll be a throw-in, so North Ballarat enjoying some moments in time on in their front half.
Of course, the final moments of senior coach Brendan McCartney at the helm. Moving on to Port Melbourne next year to coach the VFL side there.
Bewley done for the day too.
So all the Rolls Royces, if you will, at Darley Park, parked away by Dan Jordan. Polkinghorn gives it off to Watford, his teammate, and Spiteri inside his own defence. We'll go with a little measured left foot chip out towards the outside. It pitches before the line out of play into the car park.
Yeah, indeed. Yes, it's been a turning deck here at Darley Park. The Devils lead by 41. Deep in time on, final term. 26 and a half minutes gone. It'll be Johnson in the ruck against McCullum. McCullum won that tap, went searching for Lamb. Darley had an outnumber through Adam Azapati, and it's stolen away by Spark when he got it to Polkinghorn. Kick went through Matthew Brett, fell into the hands of Cockrell, who's spending some time forward. High up and under kick. Found its way towards the boundary line, off hands over the line. There'll be a throw-in 35 metres around from the North Ballarat goal.
Injuries really been crucial in the demise of North Ballarat in season 2024. But games into the likes of new players, Mel White, Noah Cockrell, shows the future is bright. So a lot of positives. Freeman, obviously, as a mid-season recruit, fantastic with 19 goals. So stuff to build on in season 2024 for whoever the incumbent coach may be at the Roosters, as we're inside forward 50 for them in the closing moments of this one at Darley Park. We'll get a ball up, 45 from goal. McCallum in there, the natural favourite to win it. Went with a second try, or swipe, if you will, to try and knock it forward. The Devils by hand got to the Crawford high ball, will clear D50. Garner stays down. Maloney didn't. He couldn't take the mark, but the follow-up was great by young Darcy Maloney. He'll go inside 50 with a left foot kick, and unfortunately only pick out Matthew Brett, who's taken the mark at the full-back position for the Devils.
Plays on, goes with the right foot kick out wide towards Ward, who's got some space. Ball sits up for him, measures the kick along the line. That's a rip out towards Fawcett. Well, it's as good as it can be on a breezy day. Follow-up work from Fawcett was good. The handball was okay. Ward, Brody gave it a midge, put him under the pump. Now he's in trouble. Umpire says, I'll have it.
Thanks, brother, who we saying? Just put you under all sorts of pressure there. The hand pass from Brody Ward to Mitch, who did well to take the tackle in its fullest earnest. And, well, North Ballard's still having a crack to finish things here at Darley Park. Baker with the clearance. Left foot kick was touched off the boot. Driscoll fisted it forward. Found Troon. Goes towards the half-forward flank region as it holds up in the breeze, and Deering arriving late couldn't impact it. The marks taken by Mitch Ward getting back, and the Darley Devils will continue to load up from their half-back line and continue on from here in their merry way with a long right foot kick towards centre wing. Cadman and McCallum. Hobbs contacted full velocity, dropped the mark, Fawcett weighted down. Scrubby left foot kick will go towards the half-forward line. Driscoll waiting for it, will just dump it out of the fence. Send it back to where it came from. Big fly was like Nash! Nice grab to close his day as he's kicked it now forwards. An interesting one. Troon with the leg speed will get away from Brett, you feel. Foot candy was superb. Towards full forward. Coming from the side, Ward, the second man in, brought it to ground. Although still a chance for North Ballarat. Hurry kick towards the goal face. Can be touched and seen through by Lahure, which it is.
Yeah, Mitch Ward, that was a heavy contest. I thought he's been unlucky not to get a high there. He's just feeling for the back. Hope he's okay. Matthew Brett Well, Johnson got a favourable bounce. He just predicted it was going to bounce to the disadvantage of Jenkins, and it did, and he ran a dribbling ball out wide towards the boundary line. That's deliberate.
Has to be.
And I'll pay it.
Well, you couldn't get more deliberate than what it was. Hit straight for the line, and North Ballarat will go quickly from half-back to find Polkinghorn. Has Sparkman in the overlap. The hand pass was poor, but Sparkman mopped up okay. Went over the top to Faulkner. Will go inside 50, looking for Deering. Couldn't hit him on the chest. Only Crawford getting in the way and taking the mark. Been very good today, Jack Crawford.
Yeah, he's been solid former Cobra.
Show me glimpses of a Shane Page at times with the shoulder strapped.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. And that gate.
And done well in terms of defence as that ball goes out towards centre wing. Maloney will look for the 1-2 to get back around to his left side and went through traffic instead. Lucky to get away with it, North Ballarat with the hand pass. As they continue to ush it forward. Lamb, partially kick smothered as it went forward. Now Dannon picked it up nicely at his bootlaces. Shooting a good clip of heels if you don't mind. Found Inglis, handball over the top. Well, the big fella, he deserves one. Hovey, dribbling ball through towards the goal face and all the way home.
Oh, it's a Ruckman's goal. If there ever is one. Hovey with some forward craft and a finish to become the Devils' 9th goal scorer of the afternoon. While it was tight for the best part of 3 quarters, this win in the end will be emphatic from the Devils.
Well, one of the Rolls Royces through rest of match Monday can come on because Mitch Ward wants to come off to be assessed and copped some heavy treatment. Well, in the end, he just walked off himself. And then
they'll just play one down for the last minute or so. Why not?
Why not, I guess, when you've got the game done and dusted here at Darley Park, do the Devils. 12-15-87 over North Ballarat, 6-5-41 here. A commanding win in the end from the Devils. Didn't have it all their own way, has to be said, for the opening half, but ever since half-time, have come out with a real fury to slam out goal after goal. Nash at half-forward, plays on, right foot kick towards the full forward position. Brodie Ward getting back, takes a lovely mark and has had a day that's been built on through the afternoon as he short ball will find Crawford.
Yeah, he's had arguably more ball today than any other of his games at the level. Crawford today in Devils colours. He goes along the line. Gardner, he was pushed there by umpire called play on. Sparkman just outpointing them on that occasion and found Troon and went to half forward. The stretch was good from Nash, gave it to Carey, ran to 49, went by hands to McMillan, loves a goal, but on this occasion it's off to the right, out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, even Taj McMillan, who, as you said, loves a goal, Todd. He's been very impressive in season 2024. The little man from Swan Hill with I think he's had 19 majors coming into this one, so a very good return. Spent some time in the midfield with the absenteeism of a few in season 2021 in the back half. Could have capped off his year with a 20th goal there as he missed away to the right. Crawford coming out of defence. Long, stagnant, high ball towards the outer side. Big fly at the top by Maloney, brought it to ground. The crumbs again by Spiteri, superb. Baker gets boots the ball, high one of that. Towards half forward. Hovey outpointed on this occasion. Cabin with the follow-up, superb though. Has a couple to beat on his wrong side. Doesn't mind on the left boot this time. Fisted forward by Duncan Cadman, floating inside 50. Gets his own crumbs. Right foot kick will be arrived for the Smalls. Inglis, hand pass towards Azapati. Didn't work out on this occasion. Goes a second time. And Purchase will give it off there as North Ballarat survived this forward foray with Sparkman taking a mark in defence.
Oh, Harley Inglis, he'd pinch your lunch if you took your eyes off it. He's quite the forward danger pest in a good way. As Arts ran away to the defensive 50, he'll need to take a bounce soon, and he did in the end. He's run about 40 metres, now 50. He gave it to Palmer, who can run away and take a bounce. Good closing speed there from Ward, not before Palmer could get an awkward kick towards half forward. Grand ball opportunity, Crawford. Just kept the ball alive. Chance for Deering. Through ball on the boot. Getting back behind the footy. Force it. Yeah, did well to hang on to that. As the siren sounds here at Darley Park. Elimination final 2. Under difficult conditions, Darley have progressed to the second semi-final against Melton at a venue to be confirmed next week. And East Point will play Ballarat. So 2 humdingers on next week's schedule, week 2 of the McDonald's BFNL Finals Series. Sammy, you've got the goal scorers.
Yeah, I'll go with the Victoria's Devils to start with. 3 to Harley Inglis leading the way. Brady Wright, well, he had the right stuff with a couple of goals, and singles to Spiteri, Baker, Andy Azzopardi, Billy Myers, Will Johnson, Mitch Hoovey and Jack Crawford. Whilst for North Ballarat, the Roosters, it was 3 goals to Ned Nash. He tried hard inside forward 50. Freeman, Bromley Lynch and Faulkner also on the score sheet.
So, unfortunately for North Ballarat, they went down in the reserves as well. Lake Windaree, the winners, and the Cobras winners in the under-19s. So, and here at Darley Park, after scores, North Ballarat won the toss kick with the aid of a 4-5 goal breeze, but were only able to manage 2 with it in the first term. And scores were level 14 apiece. Then it was the Devils' turn to use the aid of the breeze, and that too didn't go to plan. There was only 5 points in it on the back of Andy Azzopardi goal in the dying minute of that half to give the Devils the lead. And in that third term, the Devils upped the ante. They kicked 3-4 into the breeze, their best term in the opening 3. And keeping North Ballarat just to the 2 goals. And in the final term, the Devils opened up. They kicked 5-3 to North Ballarat's 2 behinds to run out comfortable 46-point winners. Did you see enough for the Devils to test Melton next week, Sammy?
I think I did, Todd, because I feel like today, I mean, it was a game that was won by some of their bottom 6. And that's not being disrespectful to those players, but the likes of Crawford were very good. Inglis, Spiteri probably playing the fringe a little bit in terms of their position and their role. Bailey Bishop, I know obviously got hurt, but showed glimpses. So the Rolls Royces, if you will, and Myers, Bewley, Baker and co, they can do more still, I think, and more damage in the final series. So it must be a pleasing thing to have for Dan Jordan and I guess in his arsenal going into next week. Having a free swing, because that's what it is, a double chance secured now. Definitely preliminary final to have a real crack, a red hot crack, potentially here at Darley Park against Melton next week. Yeah,
it was a difficult pair of games here at Darley Park over the weekend to gauge any real sort of form guide, given the blustery nature that prevailed. But in the end, the Devils were able to get it done after an uncomfortable start. They went into the game as favourites and duly got it done in the end. I wasn't sure whether there was going to be the margin of 46 points separating them heading in. But nonetheless, some confidence there. We'll just see how the Devils pull up after that. Myers looked a bit uncomfortable with that exit kick in the third term, but he was able to have 3 shots on goal in that final term, so that gives every indication that the carp was okay. Bewley's throwing his young one around, so he must be all right.
Father of the year on Father's Day, obviously.
And, yeah, big day for Brett. Good on him, and he'll captain the side next week against the Bloods. Yep, Harley Inglis finished with 3. Matching him on the goal front was Ned Nash of North Ballarat. But all honours with Darley. Of course, East Point, they've only lost 3 games for the year, but they've lost their last 2 on the bounce. Ballarat, one of those that got them in round 18. Can you sniff an upset, or do you expect East Point to consolidate?
Well, why not believe after their 7-1 final term last week for the Swans? They led for 7 seconds for the entirety of that game and walked away with the win over Sunbury. So that's quite remarkable when you think about it. They pinched the lead in the final moments through Zach Finality, who finished the game with 4 goals. And look, they've just got that spiritual belief. Chris Maple in his final year at the helm, and young side, nothing to lose. Yeah, why not? Why not believe they can do it again and make it a real scrap and knock off East Point for the second time in season 2024? Yeah,
unbeaten since round 10, Ballarat, and and of course a late out was Lockie Dalgleish, that added further merit to the win, and they're another example of momentum with a young group. There's no ceiling of what they can achieve.
No, you're certainly right, Toddy. I mean, looking for their own admission, they were horrible for 3 quarters to start yesterday against Sunbury. So that final term might be able to build on that momentum into next week. And again, similar to Darley, will have nothing to lose taking on the side they'll probably be going underdogs in. And as you said, that young group, they can really throw everything at them. And I can't wait to see how that one plays out next week.
All right, where 6 became 4 at this weekend, and I'm speaking of teams remaining in the McDonald's BFNL competition for season 2024. Yesterday, it was Ballarat and Melton that were able to get it done. Today, Darley. So on behalf of the crew here at Darley Park, big thank you to Sammy. Enjoyed the call, mate. Great having you on board. Let's hope there's more of it in the future. Big thanks to Cam behind the vision. Always does a terrific job and does all the editing for your highlights that come to you each and every week. So very happy Father's Day to one and all. Enjoy the remainder of the weekend, and I hope the footy hasn't taken too much away from your Father's Day. We'll bid you all good afternoon, and we'll do it all again next week.